That was hilarious that I muted myself for that. Great start! Let's go! Well, that's never happened before. Depending on who you ask, it was better. Hi, everyone. Steve Dangle here. And welcome to Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm glad I didn't go into my whole thing about... I'm glad I didn't start talking about how important this game is. The microphone muted. I'm supposed to mute myself on one thing before we start, and I think I might have muted myself twice. Whatever. Doesn't matter. All that matters is tonight. Tonight is the night where you visit shopsportsnet.store. That's right. Shopsportsnet.store has all your Steve Dangle related merch needs as it pertains to Sportsnet. Shopsportsnet.store. Hat picks, dang it's, paddle save emporium. If you're a goaltender, 10 the goal. All of those ones. Shopsportsnet.store. Seriously though. Tonight. The Colorado Avalanche. That's strike one. 3-1 series lead. Heading into game 5. And Sneaky P, Andre Palat, wins it with a wide open bomb. Kemper should have had it. Well, how about don't leave a guy with nearly 100 career playoff points and 2 Stanley Cups wide open in the slot? And with that, that's strike one. Now, you can hit a home run with a strike on the count. You can do that. It's possible. But this isn't any ordinary pitcher, is it? Nope. This is the Tampa Bay Lightning in an elimination game at home. And it's a game 6. They're near unbeatable. That's the good news. The bad news is if you lose this one, in game 7, they're even harder to beat. There isn't a lot of good news when it comes to trying to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's why they are where they are, looking for certifiable dynasty status. No one does this. No one wins 3 cups in a row. Certainly no one's done it in the Cap era. We've had a couple teams win 2 in a row. The Lightning have won 2 in a row. The Penguins won 2 in a row. Blackhawks won, I think it was 3 out of 6. Kings won 2 out of 3. The Gretzky Oilers never even won 3 straight. They won 5 out of 7. And I'd probably call them a dynasty. But by definition, they're not. Last dynasty, last team to win 3 straight, the Islanders of the early 80s. The Lightning looked to become the first team to do that, but they were down 3-1 in this series. I likened this to the 2019 NBA final. The Raptors go up 3-1 over Golden State, and everyone's like, they're going to kill it. And they have a chance to win the championship on home ice. We're going to do this. And then they don't do it. And the mood quickly changes to, if we don't win game 6, we're screwed. Now, we don't know if the Raptors would have won game 6 or 7. We don't know. That's the good news for Colorado. Now, listen, if this is your first stream, welcome. Reminder, I cannot hear the gameplay and I cannot hear the commentary, but you can. And a reminder that we've decided to prolong his torture. That's right. He's back. He's here. Will we get to see him pop bottles? Or will we see him just be a sad guy with a mustache? It's Producer Drew, everybody. There he is again on the Producer Drew fan cam. Is now, just, we can't hear you, so just nod yes or shake your head no. Is that the jersey you wore last game? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, producer everyone behind the scenes, I got news for you. We're working on Tuesday. And we have Drew to thank. Thanks, Drew. The Dangle jinx, the Drew jinx. You get off the screen. Get off the screen. The game's going to start very soon. But this is Watch the Stanley Cup Playoffs with Steve Dangle and sometimes producer Drew. Click like. Click subscribe. Tell all your friends. We got the lines. I won't take too long with them. I clicked off the Tampa lines. So we will start with Colorado as I fix that. The Avs lines are actually different. Mckinnon, Rantanen. I wasn't in love with the fit of having Mckinnon on the McKinnon line, but Rantanen with Kadri didn't work. Kadri needs someone who can take faceoffs for him, and Rantanen is not the best candidate. So that is Landeskog, Kadri, Nichushkin. Now, Nichushkin, I don't know about game time decision, but he did have x-rays done and supposedly was seen walking with a limp. But that's basically everyone at this point in the season. Newhook, Comfer, O'Connor, Cogliano, Helm, Sturm. Defense remains the same. Taves, Makar, Jack Johnson, Josh Manson, Bowen, Byram, Eric Johnson, Darcy Kemper gets the starts. That's from Peter Baugh. By the way, I got the lines. Joe Smith covering the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sneaky P, Andre Palat, Stamkos, Kucherov, Killorn, Nick Paul, Brandon Hagel. Oh, I didn't even notice this when I first read it. Ross Colton, Anthony Cirelli, Corey Perry. So that's actually interesting, because if Joe Smith has that correct, and I trust Joe Smith to have it correct, that means Nick Paul and Anthony Cirelli have switched spots. Now, Cirelli got hurt in this series. I can't remember if it was, I think it was game 3. No, because this is game 6. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It was during this series, and he hasn't looked the same since. He's played with intensity and determination, but at the end of the day, if your body's not 100%, your body's not 100%. Nick Paul has looked fantastic. So Nick Paul with Killorn and Hagel, that is a battering ram of a line. And then Ross Colton with Cirelli and Perry, those are two. Ross Colton and Corey Perry, those are two guys who play with hatred and make their opponents hate them. And Anthony Cirelli might be the most subtle guy on that line. Maru, Belmar, and Nash making up the fourth line. D pairs Hedman, Ruda, McDonough, Cernak, who is also hurt in the series, Sergachev, Bogosian, Vasilevsky in net, to the surprise of 0 people. 0, none. He is quite good. Also, please leave your questions and comments in the chat so that I can perhaps answer them. And did you watch last time? Do you remember my feedback from last time? You want me to remind you? Dickheads get banned. Don't be one. Not hard, though. I believe in you. M. If the Avs can't close the series, do they have a chance in Game 7? I mean, listen, for as impossible as Tampa has been to eliminate, and as hard as Tampa has been to beat in Tampa, Colorado's been gosh darn near impossible to beat at home. It was strange that Tampa beat Colorado in Colorado. In the same way that Colorado has to beat Tampa in Tampa twice in order to win this series tonight. They technically don't have to. They can lose tonight and win Game 7. But in order to win tonight, they would have to beat Tampa twice in the same series. No one's done that since 2019, I'm fairly certain. It's incredibly difficult to beat Colorado in Colorado twice. Incredibly difficult. More than a tall task for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Producer Drew, we've only lost one game on the road these playoffs. 3 at home. Oh, so that means nothing to me. It just means you basically haven't lost. The Avs have closed out all 3 series on the road. Did you have something, Producer Nick? Drew has changed his jersey. What do we have? Oh, we have a young Nathan McKinnon. There is no letter on it. And I got to tell you, he has to look dangerous all night. I felt very strange about his game. I feel like I'm stating the obvious by saying that Nathan McKinnon, one of the best players in the world, has to look dangerous. He's been doing a lot. I don't know how much of it is controlled and how much of it is chaos. Andrei Vasilevsky, 2-3. That's a losing record. 901 save percentage. That is downright ordinary. We are not in ordinary circumstances. This is Game 6. Cup is in the building. Tampa looking to defend what's theirs. Colorado looking to take it. Avs Lightning Game 6. Here we go. Followed by a center along with Brandon Hagel and Alex Killorn. Oh, followed by a scoring kid. Nathan McKinnon. Oh, almost. He starts up front with Arturi. I'd say that's dangerous. I'd say that's looking dangerous. And a pass out at center ice. His man, and we're going to get the first penalty. And what do we got here? A penalty to Colorado, I think, because Nathan McKinnon looks very upset. Nathan McKinnon there, and some of it comes from frustration about how about not sure. I guess we'll have to see. Here's a look at, man, that's a great pass from Rantanen. Talked about the importance for him. There's been some frustrating moments. He's got a goal. Here's both those chances. Looks skyward already. Nathan McKinnon plays with emotion. And is Kel McCarr going to take a penalty again in back-to-back games? Kel McCarr in the box. And after a blazing first shift, arguably the best first shift Colorado has had in the series, certainly for the last couple games, the Lightning have a power play. Helm off the glass and out. Old hockey guys just single tear crying at how beautiful it is. But it's a smart play a lot of the time. Here they go again. Get it back down into Lightning ice. And Chris says it so often is. It's hard. Boy, Nichushkin could have been a little more aggressive there. Well, he's doing good work in this forecheck. 2 clears from Colorado. That's a solid 20, 25, maybe even 30 seconds killed there. Still $1:10 to go in this Tampa power play. I believe that was Brandon Hagel who drew the penalty. I haven't checked in a while. But after, I think it was 2 rounds, I believe he led the NHL in penalties drawn in these Stanley Cup playoffs. And I think he might have led in penalty differential as well. There's Nick Paul. Arguably Tampa's healthiest player, just judging by the way he plays. Tampa's second unit going to work here. And they get a little bit of sustained zone time. They haven't been able to do that. 25 seconds to go here. Ross Colton. Sergachev. Killorn. Sergachev blocked. Ooh, that looked painful. Who was that? Having trouble getting up. Oof. Tampa. That was Cogliano hobbling to the Avs bench, and Tampa choosing to just run out the clock instead of trying to gain zone entry. 0 shots for Tampa on that power play, and as a result, they still don't have any shots in this game. It could change very quick. Nope. Colorado turns it up the other way. Nathan McKinnon getting it deep. Vasilevsky slows it down. Oh! Almost dangerous there for Colorado. Difficult way to start the game. Like, that's Kadri's first shift right there. Difficult way to start. Cogliano doubled over. I think we're going to see the shot block again. Killorn to Sergachev for the one-timer, and oh gosh, right off the top of the knee for Cogliano. Oh man, oh man. 11 blocks in these playoffs, and one of them tonight. Walked to 92.2 mile an hour fastball. Kucherov. Where'd it go? Oh, that was an interesting bounce off the glass. Killorn. Over to Kucherov. Shoots it. Kemper had a couple go through him last game. He's not going to let that happen again. And a goal in game 5. Well, you remember for his first stop of the game. No shots on goal, no attempts, and it's been shoot first mentality ever since, right off the face-off, and then came back to him again. I know a tough angle, but I don't think Kucherov can take a shot that's not dangerous, if I'm totally honest. Like that, not the greatest angle, not the hardest shot Kucherov can take. Still Nikita Kucherov. Top line for the Lightning, Stamkos, he's been a beast as this series has gone on. Gets kicked out of that draw though. Kel McCarr looking to have a better shift than his first. That shouldn't be hard. But he gets stripped by Kucherov. Avs still get it out. Stamkos drops it, flubs the pass. Palat taken down. Battle for it in the neutral zone. Nathan McKinnon saying that he got hit up high. No call. McKinnon battling with Kucherov. This is why you watch the Stanley Cup Final, man. Some of the best players in the world, and there's one of them scoring the game's first goal. Steven Stamkos, less than 4 minutes into the game, puts Tampa up 1-0. And though this series has been high octane, high skill, high entertainment, going down 1-0 to Tampa in an elimination game in Tampa is nothing shy of a death sentence for most teams. Oh, man. Kemper, I'm not sure what happens here. McCarr not able to clear it. Kemper, I'm not terribly sure what style that is, but it wasn't very effective. Stamkos, 8 home goals in the 2022 Stanley Cup playoffs, which leads the NHL. And the Avalanche, 1 shot. Tampa, 1 goal. Oh, great battle from Nichushkin. Oh, and Byram jumping up into the rush. Stamkos is 11th of the playoffs as the Avs sail it into their own zone. 11th of the playoffs for Stamkos. And here come the Lightning again. 4th line shift. Patrick Maroon puts it on, looking to win his 4th straight cup. Cleared. Oh, Nichushkin, great pickoff. Can you imagine if he couldn't go tonight? He looks great. New hook. Not a great pass after a good defensive play. Maroon sends it back. Zach Bogosian regroups. And that 4th line for Tampa hits to the bench for a change as we hit the 5-minute mark.
of the opening period in Game 6. Bogosian sends it all the way down the ice onto Kemper.
Kemper, oh boy!
Took a whack at that. Bolton sends it around to the near side, and Corey Perry on
You know,
oh
boy!
There's
Sorelli with it.
Back to Ruda at
I'll
the
save
line.
my thoughts for after this
Will
play.
flip it
Hedman
through.
floats it
Kemper
on.
gets a piece of that.
Wide.
Colton out there with Perry.
Colorado barely hanging on here. You got Sorelli wide open.
7 minutes from what his
Goodness,
average has
what's
been.
going on with this team that had a 3-1 series
Blocked
lead?
by Newhook. It'll come back to Ruda.
They're
He scored
absolutely
the opener
reeling
last
right
game,
now.
and that one floated
Puck
high
in the
just
corner.
wide of
Ross
net.
Colton to the point.
Great pressure here by Tampa Bay. Sorelli
Edmund to
trying to get
Sorelli.
back to Hedman.
Tries to
It's
go to
Sorelli.
Hedman.
Sorelli
Oh,
first
almost a
pass.
stretch
Now
pass.
it's Josh
Doesn't
Manson up
work.
at the Lightning line, and he'll flip it in on the
Avs get it
backhand.
deep. Logan
Now
O'Connor
the
chases
next
it
is
down.
Vasilevsky to play it
It was
away
after
from
Vasilevsky
O'Connor.
was able to get it to
Big
Ruda,
by
who's
Helm.
hammered
Leads
in the
lead.
corner by Darren Helm, but here come the Lightning 2-on-2.
Goes to
Palat!
the-
Stopped by Kemper. Juicy rebound, but it goes to Cogliano. Looking no worse for wear after blocking that shot. Colorado gained the zone. Darren Helm looking for friends.
Here's
Can't
Helm
find them.
along the boards. It comes loose. They
There's
try to
one.
give it
Tries to get it back to him, but they flub it.
Intercepted by Kucherov, and away
The
goes
Lightning break it out.
Stamkos.
Stamkos
He's got Bogosian on the move.
finds a pinching Zach Bogosian. That's onside. Avs break it out. Looking for a one-on-one here with Lehkonen. They lose it. Bogosian gets it deep as the Lightning change. Nifty move there from Makar.
Feeds it ahead, and it'll be Devon Taves into the zone with Arturi Lehkonen.
Devon Taves puts it on, stop.
McKinnon, who has it along the boards, trying to give it back to Lehkonen, tied up by Paul.
Nathan McKinnon battling.
Down for Rantanen, looking for his first goal in the Stanley Cup final.
Man, these are not the Tampa Bay Lightning that we saw from the first two games, are they? Yes, game one went to overtime, but the Avs outplayed them all night. Game two, I don't need to tell you what happened in game two. Tampa got rocked in a way that none of us had really seen before. This is Colorado's, I mean, the longest they've had the puck in the offensive zone for most of tonight so far. Anyway, we're still less than 8 minutes in. Hard to believe. Rantanen smushed behind the net by Cernak. Avs can't hold the zone. Oh, Landeskog, shifty move. Falls down. Avs having a difficult time supporting each other so far. Hedman almost draws the hook. In the regular season, it might have been a hook. Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final, you're dreaming. You're dreaming.
Eric Johnson off the boards, trying to feed it ahead for Kadri, who scored the final goal here in game number 4 to give the Avalanche a 3-1 series lead.
Eric Johnson.
Nothing like a goal to get the pace of the game going, and good response in the last
Avs break it out here.
They were under siege,
But as long as the Lightning have the lead, there's going to be 2 or 3 blue jerseys back at all times. It bounces in front. Oh. We haven't made a Dangits video in a while. Sorelli.
You would think this pace would be to the
picked off. Here come the Avs. Newhook.
Alex Newhook works his way
looking
in.
to get on the board. I've liked his feet all series, all playoffs.
Jack Johnson
really struggling to find the back of the net, though.
Back in, it does. Flip it in and going after it, Logan O'Connor. JT Compher on the forecheck. Around it comes for Manson. Anthony Sorelli there, and he'll flip it away.
Jared Bednar was saying not a
that's a concerning little play. Never mind. Colorado was able to force the icing. Never mind. They call the icing off. So what I was going to say there, I swear the guy said it was icing. Anyway, what I was going to say is Colorado has made it really difficult for Tampa to get out of their zone all series. But on the last 2 Tampa zone exits, they've had a much easier time of it. Cale Makar doesn't look right tonight at all. He took a penalty on his first shift, got scored against on his second or third. Really looking frustrated. Here comes McKinnon. Shot partially stopped there by Cernak.
Over 6 minutes without a whistle as we approach the midway mark.
That's a little bit more like the Avalanche from earlier in this series.
Ryan McDonough.
Bring it in, get an opportunity. Have Tampa turn it right back over to him.
Met there by Byram.
Tampa looking for a penalty there. Not a chance. Not a chance.
Lead feed up to Byram.
Byram gains the zone, drops it for Landeskog, who puts it on.
After averaging 10 and a half.
Stopped by Vasilevsky. Nichushkin's been all around it tonight. I know he must be playing hurt, but he's all around it.
For the veteran Johnson. In behind for Nichushkin. That was cut off. Kadri trying to get it back to Nichushkin.
Kadri in there to help him. Tampa's been real strong behind their own net tonight.
Comes down at center for Hagel.
Brandon Hagel hit. Bodies. All over the place. Killorn battling with Byram. Avs work too. Oh, they turn it over. Here they come. Lightning shoot. Kemper bump. Bogosian gets it back. Killorn. Over to Hagel. Killorn. Hagel. Can't play it. What is this line? Lots of traffic in front of Kemper tonight. Under 9 minutes to go here in the first.
Eric Johnson up with it. Off the boards, and that's going to go the length of the ice. It's an icing call.
As Colorado iced the puck. I gotta say, not a good start for the prospective champions. Ooh! Palat going up high on McKinnon. And I can't imagine the Avs are too happy about that. And was it later in the shift that the Avs got scored on?
He got in. Kucherov expected a physical battle, spun off it, and it's 1-0.
Kucherov off the face-off. Shot doesn't get through. Again blocked by Cogliano.
Flips it out to center. The scoring play. Stamkos from Palat at 3:48.
All the sweet stuff at the bottom.
Victor Hedman on the far side sends it towards Kemper.
Stopped by Kemper. Von Taves finds it in his feet. He's got to make some quick moves with it, and he does. But is this going to be another ice? Yes, it is. Right back down we go.
His team didn't take care of the puck nearly well enough. They got under
8:16 to go in the first. Wow. Colorado with a 3-0 record in the 2022 playoffs following a loss.
And forced some turnovers behind Darcy Kemper, which has kept the play in there. And that's something I'm sure he'll want to rectify as quickly as he can.
Which means prior to their last loss, they had only lost 3 times. They are preposterous. You know, for all the stats that we can come up with for Tampa, and granted Tampa's stats stretch over several years, this year's Avs run has been really, really good. Locking it over to McKinnon! Blocked by Tampa, and that looked like it took a piece out of whoever that was.
And lips off as he did a couple of games ago when he was limited to just over 7 minutes of action.
That was a really good scoring chance, too. I want to say Bogosian, or was it Cernak? Whoever it was, they just got onto the bench looking not stoked. Cernak, who has been labored all season. 45 shot blocks in these Stanley Cup playoffs. Gruesome. Josh Manson gains the zone. 4th line for Colorado. Haven't seen a ton of them. Duhook, Sturm, Comfer. Oh, maybe it's just Sturm with the 3rd line. Jack Johnson puts it on. Oh, through traffic. I'm not sure Vasilevsky knew where that was. Colorado can't hold the line, but they're able to get it deep on the delayed offside.
Game 5 for Colorado.
Sergachev holds it, holds it, holds it, holds it, holds it.
Sorry, and now you get hit by your own player as Ruda can barely get to the bench.
There are certain defensemen who just, they love a good stand behind the net and figure out what's going on. Oh, yes, with a chance in front. Where is it? Vasilevsky doesn't know. It's in the corner now. Kadri throws it in front, and it goes to Tampa. Here come the Lightning. Nick Paul. Worth his weight in gold. 24-karat gold. As a deadline pickup for the Lightning.
Nichushkin at center. Kadri will dump it in.
Avs go for a line change as they swipe it in.
Vasilevsky stops it up for Bogosian.
So you got Chernak on the bench with his
After
head
being down
and Ruda, who got
7-2.
is back into the Tampa dressing room. So right now, it looks like only 4 available on the back end for Tampa at this
In the shot category, Colorado's almost tied it. And Jan Ruda has gone to the Lightning dressing room. And the reason I laughed is the graphic said the reason that he went to the dressing room was injuripment. So, was it an injury or equipment? The answer is yes. Nikita Kucherov.
Ricochets back out. Like
sorry. Listen, TV's hard. You shut up. Shut up. TV's hard. Okay. Good the Avs. Holds it. Holds it. Josh Manson. Ooh, little head fake. He'll do it himself and fire it way high, way wide, and up and out of play.
Latest chance. There's Eric Chernak trying to skate off the block shot, but
we'll take our first break, but when we come back, continued action here in the first period of Game 6. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends to check their injuripment. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Time flies when you're having fun. So the first period is like mostly over. And apparently that was our first commercial break. I didn't even notice. So there might be another one before the period is over. Unless there's like no whistles again. Then in that case, I don't know. Not my problem. I'm the one doing streams. That sounds like a TV problem.
He has scored his 4th
Lightning.
opening goal of these playoffs.
Sending Stamkos out for the face-off. Good choice. He's a good player. But the Avs win. Byram puts it on. That was deflected high. Rantanen trying to hunt it down. Stamkos back there. Avs.
And there is Chernak back on the
find
ice.
the puck. Lightning. Send it down the ice. I think this is going to be icing, and it is.
Tampa Bay.
Well,
and so we go back.
Under
5 minutes to go here.
Vasilevsky
at home in these playoffs, 8-2. Honestly, I'm surprised he's lost 2.
You look at 4 of the last 5 goals that
Oh, producer Drew, switching it up. Switching it up. Nordiques, anyone on the back? I don't think I see a number. No, no one on the back. Just Nordiques. Avs, throw it on. Oh, producer Drew. You know what? I think you might have found the secret sauce. The Lightning block a shot in front. Is that Cernak again? Or Stamkos? I can't see. Makar throws it on. Oh, Rantanen can't get to that rebound. Oh, off the post, Mckinnon. Off the post. Oh, that was the best shift of the game for the Avalanche. Easily. 4:22 to go. Lehkonen goes skyward as the Avalanche get an ozone draw, but not after, or not until he hits the post. Stamkos going full pad stack there to block the shot. Rantanen gets the puck across to Lehkonen, who just chops it and off the bar and wide. The Lightning will win this face-off. They'll just sail it down the ice again, but nope, that's ice. That's ice. So now you got to do it again.
Serving up the best in volleyball. Follow Team Canada as they hit the courts.
You say you like whistles, huh?
Live on CBC.
There were no whistles for basically half an hour.
Well, how do you get yourself back
And that's
into
like,
a game
what,
on the
3 in
road
2
where
minutes?
the home team scores early,
90 seconds,
some
maybe?
zone time, and that's exactly what this group has been able to do. And now Bednar
Stamkos out there because he's trapped.
And McKinnon, all your top
Wins the
offensive
faceoff though, but Landeskog hunting this thing down.
guys.
McKinnon helps him find it. There's some of that support. Makar with it at the blue line. Is he going to fire it on? He's dancing, and he loses it to Palat. Sneaky P. Oh, smushed by Rantanen as the Lightning ice it again.
One of the greatest assets of Makar is just his escapability and mobility.
The Lightning go back down to their defensive zone again. I tell you what, if the Avs can force many more of these out of the Lightning, you can at least send them to the dressing room for intermission, gasping for air, and make it difficult for them to recover for the second.
Able to foil that one from getting through to the net.
Sneaky P.
Look
at him being. How sneaky he is.
Lightning.
What?
What?
Oh, the Lightning win the icy. They win the face-off. They send it to Vasilevsky so they can get the line change. And what I tell you, here's another commercial break. So watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that we're not going to commercial break, though. So I don't know why I told you all that. Let's go to the questions, because I've only answered one. Broken Sword, Conn Smythe predictions. Well, we've been talking so much about Makar that we've sort of forgotten about all the Lightning players. And it's interesting because I don't think it's as easy as just, it's Vasilevsky. He's been good in the Stanley Cup final. And listen, if Tampa ends up winning in 7, I think you're going to have to consider Vasilevsky. He's a .921 in these playoffs, which is incredible because he was sub 900 in the first round against the Leafs, and he's barely over 500 in this round against Colorado. Nikita Kucherov, though, I mean, seems like a fairly obvious answer. Just the 8 goals, which ranks him 3rd on the Lightning in that category, but 27 points. 27 in 22 games. And that was before this game started. I didn't see who got the assists on the Stamkos goal. I don't know. Oh, man, that's a really, really tough one. Stamkos now tied with Palat. I tell you what, Palat should get votes. 20 points in 22 games heading into this one. 11 goals. Some game winners in there. The Conn Smythe, though, it's funny. It's one of those awards where he's 4-0. Vasilevsky's 4-0 in elimination games. The Conn Smythe is one of those awards, playoff MVP, where if you win it, it means a lot toward your legacy. But in the moment, literally, who cares? How many players have ever been like devastated that they didn't win the Conn Smythe? My guess is none. Because even if you expected to win it and you lost, you'd be like, oh well, still won the cup though. I still get to drink champagne out of the Stanley Cup tonight. A little bit different, isn't it?
Completely different game, isn't it? When you're chasing a team like Tampa and
So I think it matters for us. I don't really think it matters for the players.
Shot from center by Manson in. Nichushkin on the hunt.
I mean, it's a meal ticket for the rest of their life. Ooh, fortunate play for Colorado. Look at a few chances here. Chaos in front. Riley Nash tries to break it out. And with a few nifty moves, he pulls it off as Tampa whacks it down. Kemper out to play it in a not terribly helpful way. Maroon smushes Byram. Byram not looking too comfortable after that. He's had a really tough season, Bowen Byram, but he's looked very good for a rookie defender this season. Sergachev holds it! Holds it! Holds it! Sergachev, madman! He finally gives it up.
And here's Colton striding through center.
Breaks it out. I'm going to do that every time he does it. Ross Colton throws it on. Kemper steers it wide. Eric Johnson. Is this going to be a hand pass if Comfer touches it? We'll never know. Because Ross Colton gets it, and that should be a trip. That should absolutely be a trip. Colorado getting away with one. They're probably owed one if we're being serious.
Johnson can't get it past Perry.
That's a trip.
Good third line shift here for
Corey Perry with Ross Colton doing a great job getting it to the point. Jan Ruda puts it on. Stopped by Kemper, and he'll hold on to it. Corey Perry
in the neighborhood
does a lot of accidentally on purpose. Does anyone ever believe him? I don't know. There's that opportunity for Colorado. That feels like a lifetime ago. As with a minute 39 to go in the first period, guess what? It's another commercial break. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Let's get to some of your questions. AJ, what snacks should I stress eat? Yes. Teched out. What's a random? No, actually, here I'll spend a little bit more time there. I think it's important to not have something that is large and not have something that is heavy. You need something that like chips are good. If you need a big bite, you can take a big bite. You can grab 3, 4, 5 at a time, shove them in. Popcorn, also a good one. It's a good shovel food or a good individual snack. You can also do that with candy. You can do that with certain chocolates. But like, does that help? You know what I mean? Fries work, nachos work. But like, you can't be like, I need a stress burger. You got to be able to eat something you can put down at a moment's notice. Or drop. If you throw a nacho because you got too excited, that's okay. That's okay. You'll be fine. You throw your burger, now it's a crisis. Now it's a crisis. Did you put hot sauce on it? Do you own a dog? That's a crisis. You got to be sure you beat Sparky to the burger there. Otherwise, it's going to be your problem. You know what I mean? I thought about this a lot. Teched out. What's a random fun hockey stat you know? Okay, this is a very random one. But since you put me on the spot, every single member of the Boston Bruins played at least 10 minutes in Game 7 of the 2011 Stanley Cup Final, except for Thomas Pavel. Wow! Big hit there. Under 90 seconons to go in the first period. Colorado gains the zone, not with a ton of speed. Ooh, Rantanen working. He's actually looked pretty sharp tonight. Makar throws it on, and it's wide. Where is this? Tampa having a little bit of trouble clearing here. And they do. I got to say, Tampa in a little bit of survival mode here. And I know Vasilevsky's great, and I know Tampa plays great defense. And I know they can score in a flash. But they're going to have a hard time doing another 41 minutes of this.
McKinnon's pass broken up.
Collect the puck, clear it. Collect the puck, clear it. Collect the puck, clear it. You got to throw some offense on. They got some offensive zone time right now. Colorado chips it out. Now that does nothing for Colorado. Yes, they get a line change, but now you got to go hunt it down. And with 30 seconds to go in the first period, the chances of Colorado tying this thing up before intermission looking more and more slim. No icing again. That's the second time Kempers thought there was ice and there wasn't. Helm gains the zone. Tampa turns it right back. Great effort from Cogliano. Here come the Avs. Final seconds of the first here. You got to put it on. You got no time. And the clock winds down. Tampa up 1-0 on Colorado in this pivotal Game 6. And we got a little bit of rough stuff to end the period.
These tight games, you know, nobody wants to get pulled out of that pile and be the only one. The captain trying to keep his team alive.
A lot of heavy breathing out there. Both teams want it. Wow, that was Nathan McKinnon getting rocked by Steven Stamkos. 2 first overall picks collide. Wham! The 2008 and 2013 first overall picks rocking each other. Only one of them has scored tonight, though, and that's Steven with a V, which is the right way to spell it. Stamkos. If you ask me, of course. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell your friends. Speaking of Steven Stamkos, for your first intermission entertainment, we have Steven Stamkos' top plays, but Avs fans, don't go anywhere, because after that, we have Colby Armstrong speaking to Bowen Byram. Take it away.
Steven Stamkos in overtime.
There it is, Steven Stamkos.
That's a goal scorer.
Yep.
Steven Stamkos continues his terrific season.
DeMello to Morrissey, brings it in over the blue line. But he was checked, and it's Andre Palat. Palat cutting to the middle. His pass to Stamkos. He shoots on the backhander, and he scores. Steven Stamkos.
As Winnipeg are coming into the zone, and Morrissey gets caught here. And Palat now, he just sort of knows where Stamkos is going to be, doesn't he? He knows he's coming late. And Hellebuck wants to have this one back for sure on the backhand here. Morrissey does get back, and Stamkos gets all of it. And he's got a couple of points in this game, and he's only a few points away from being the all-time Tampa Bay Lightning scorer, taking over Martin St. Louis.
Coming late. Here's Point, makes the move. Backhand, couldn't get the shot away. Here's the opportunity, set up the one-timer. Stamkos in the slot, he scores! Steven Stamkos in overtime, and the Lightning win 4-3. A power play goal in OT.
They stay with it. I think that's what's so impressive here is they get the puck back. A lot of it has to do with how Cirelli jumps on the puck to the right of your screen before this play. Jumps on it, gets the puck back, and an incredible give and go between Stamkos and Kucherov. Good play by Kucherov. It looks like he's being set up for a one-timer. I think everybody on the ice is looking for that. He one-touches it back to Stamkos, who's in a better scoring chance, and he buries it, makes no mistake.
In the corner, there's Kucherov. There's a shot, they score! Steven Stamkos snaps it home and opens the scoring. 1-0 Tampa Bay.
Stammer just hammers this one in for the left faceoff circle. Kucherov gets hit in the corner there, taking that hit along the wall from Taves. But how about the no-look backhand pass? How about knowing where your guys are on the ice? 2 guys go to Kucherov. That means there's a seam open. Kucherov knows that. Brayton Point knows where to go to hit that seam, and he one-touches it backwards to Steven Stamkos, and Stammer just doesn't miss from there.
Just wide on the glove side, and they go. Riley, the only man back. Stamkos scores! Tampa Bay wins a a thriller, 3-2 in overtime.
The question is, was he fouled on the breakaway? Referees said no, and then Stamkos wins it with a short side slap shot. That's a goal scorer.
Yep. It was a great game.
McDonough is up in the play. This is Gavrikov now for Columbus. Gavrikov has his pocket picked by Kucherov. Here's Stamkos. Shoots! Scores! There it is! Steven Stamkos for the first time in his spectacular career. 100 points!
Nikita Kucherov does just a heck of a job on this play. He strips Gavrikov of the puck. Gavrikov just didn't feel him coming, I guess, and figured he could just block him out. But Kucherov wants that puck everywhere. And when Stammer sees what Kuch does, he takes a look in the middle for a second. No, he just loads and fires. Blankenberg can't get to him in time, and that is a beauty of a low shot right inside the far goal post. Congratulations, Steven. That's another one to check off your bucket list. 100 points in a year.
I wasn't sleeping much, I wasn't eating much, I was losing a lot of weight. I just wasn't feeling good. Felt tired, dizzy, nauseous, all of the above. So I called my mom and dad and I just said I can't play anymore.
Walk me through what this year is like for you.
Obviously had a concussion last year, kind of felt meh in the summer, came back, felt really good.
Gabriel Landeskog throws the brakes on, finds Byram, and he scores! #1 in the NHL for Bowen Byram.
I was playing really well at the start of the year. I think I played 10 or 11 games and then got elbowed by Horvat. Just a weird play.
Oh, an elbow right in the face. And Bowen Byram is going straight to the Avalanche dressing room.
Came back from that, and then I was just kind of bouncing in and out of the lineup, not feeling great some days, feeling okay others. And then I finally decided I need to step away for a while and really figure out what's going on. It's hard, especially with a head injury. You know, I don't have a cast on, I don't need surgery. There's nothing that you can look at and be like, something's wrong with this guy.
The mental aspect of that is a battle. I heard you called your parents. What was that call like?
The phone call was a little emotional for sure.
Yeah. What was that like talking to your parents about that? And
yeah, it was hard.
You're a young guy. This is your dream.
Being a young guy, it can be intimidating, admitting that something's wrong. You want to be playing. You know, it's only my first real year in the league. I want to be playing games. So it's hard to admit it to myself as well. You know, I was in, to be completely honest, a bit of a dark place for a while.
With Bo, it was extra hard just because he had to go through all that during COVID, right? His mom and I think his dad helped and came from Canada, but it was tough for people to get into the U.S. when he was going through these head problems, and the concussion on top of being a little bit isolated was probably tough on him.
To see him kind of, you know, be depressed and kind of, you know, just not feeling it and not being himself was hard.
Just missing the time, you feel for a guy, especially a young guy coming into the league and having a bit of a rocky start, and you don't want to put pressure on a guy that's not feeling his best like that, but we're just making sure he knew we were there for him.
Byram over to Control, and he scores!
Now, you know, you're back, and you come out on the other side. You know, you talk about dark place. You know, talk about what it feels like and what hockey means to you.
When I first stopped playing, I don't think I thought about hockey for a couple months. It wasn't even on my mind. And then you start to feel better again, and you get on the ice, and you get the drive back a little bit, you know what I mean? And then slowly start to get better, and then I was like, geez, I might be able to play. then you get excited, you know.
Once he kind of got feeling better and came back to us, it's just been a huge lift to our group, and he's made a huge impact.
Here's Byram over the line for Mckinnon. Mckinnon shot, scores!
To see what he's turned into this year after coming through that, it's a testament to his hard work and his mindset. It's easy to get frustrated when you're in that situation. He came back and he put in the work and did the right things to be playing at this level.
The whole time that he took to kind of figure everything out, we knew he was going to get back, and I knew that he knew that deep down, and obviously it's never fun to go through things like that, but his play is obviously, it's been incredible for us this playoffs. He's been so good. It's awesome to see the success that he's had.
He got himself right. He took the time he needed, and credit to him, he's really upped his game when we needed it the most. In my opinion, he'd be in the Rookie of the Year conversation if he played all year. He's that good.
The way that he has played this game tonight, he is complete control. He has been moving the puck. He's been jumping up into the play. He's been creating. I am a fan. He's got some pizzazz, this kid.
You think that outlook now has kind of made you come to the rink differently after getting through this and understanding yourself and, you know, what it means to you?
I think it just really led me to understand how grateful I am to be healthy and being able to play in the NHL. I mean, a lot of kids dream about it, and to be here doing it is special. Kind of getting a taste of not having it anymore and not sure if you're ever going to have it again, it means a little more to me. Coming to the rink is a privilege, and I just want to enjoy it. I want to have fun. I want to play hockey. I want to play good. I want to win. I'm very happy and very lucky to be where I am right now.
Watch Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Listen, you like watching me freak out about my team, and you know that my team it's not in this series, is it? No, they're not. The Leafs lost the series to Tampa. They also lost a game to Colorado this season in overtime where they were up 4-1. I hate you both. But I think the person who needs to go off right now, because you watch me go off about the team that I cheer for when they let me down, we need producer Drew in here. We need him in here right now. We need to know what's going on, man.
It's looking like men versus boys in that first period, Steve. I was watching Mckinnon, who's a big boy, get absolutely smoked by Stamkos. Yeah, you didn't draw the call in the neutral zone, but he's trying to draw it, to act it up. You got hit in the head. Just the forecheck isn't as great as it's been all series. You haven't led in regulation since the first period of Game 3. Something's got to switch. You need some ugly goals here, Steve, and there's not the drive of the net's not there. I don't know what it is. They need to wake up is what they need.
So, Kadri with the busted thumb is obviously a factor. I saw a photo on Twitter of he's basically wearing like a living room couch on his right hand. It looks ridiculous. I've never seen a glove like that. He's with Gabriel Landeskog tonight. And when you talk about the sort of goal that the Avalanche need to score, the first person I think of is him. Do you think Bednar goes back to Landeskog with McKinnon?
Just load the big boys back up, McKinnon, Rantanen, and Landeskog? Maybe. I mean, we saw the first shift, Rantanen found McKinnon, so we know they have the chemistry. It's just, honestly, it looks like they just can't hold possession very long. They're not getting shots through. We saw Makar lose control at the blue line dancing like he usually does, and you never see Makar do that. It's almost like they're rattled. So they just need to calm the boys down. We need an ugly goal here. Yeah, Landeskog's the guy. Landeskog, Nichushkin, Kadri, keep them together. Get an ugly goal with that line, I think.
Do you take anything from, like, listen, Lehkonen hit the post. If it goes a few inches the other way, it's a tie game.
It doesn't matter.
Any comfort?
I mean, if Kemper plays better goalie, that Stamkos goal doesn't go in. What was that weird position? Why his legs are like stacked on top of each other? Yeah, I don't know. And Stamkos shouldn't be alone in front regardless. It's Steven Stamkos. Stop letting these guys get wide open. We saw it like 3 times last game too, and he just didn't get a shot off. That was the only difference.
Drew, I'm telling you, these are some very familiar arguments. Yeah, the goalie should have had it, but where were the D on that one? Gosh, both our teams wear blue pants. I'm just going to point that out.
Yeah, one's in the finals though, Steve, okay? And they're going to
Whoa!
They're going to wake up here in the second period.
Good Lord. Wow. That felt unnecessary.
Sorry, I'm angry. I'm sad. I don't know why I'm sad though. They're up 3-2 still in the series. It's a 1-0 game. It's not over. It's 1 goal. Colorado puts 3 in the net in this period, and we're all happy. How about that?
Fair enough. But one last thing. Sometimes stars get hammered disproportionately, but other times they escape criticism. Cale Makar has way more to offer than he showed in that first period, right?
Yes. But he can't do it all himself. I mean, he's the one-man breakout. That's true. But, I mean, at the end of the day, he's a defenseman. Like, they can't drive the play as much as you think. He's a weapon back there, but it's up to the big guys up front to lead the way. And I think you're going to see angry Nathan McKinnon in this period. I think this will be the hardest you've ever seen him play in his career this next period.
Well, he maybe had their best chance to score the game before that penalty. And by the way, listen, that was a penalty that Cale Makar took on Brandon Hagel. Was
all the calls in this series that haven't been called. You called that? I mean,
exactly. Dude, that wasn't even like a top 5 infraction of that period. Like, I'm very surprised that's what they called.
You probably could have called 2 trips on Colorado, interference on Tampa. It's at least 5 calls each side that were worse than that.
Now, this is how it goes, though. It's the Stanley Cup final. 1 penalty in the first period. It went in Tampa's favor. Second period, guess what? It's going to Colorado. Third period is nothing. We know this is how it's going.
Unless there's a puck over the glass or someone gets chopped in the face, something crazy.
100%.
Or Colorado screws up a line change. Possible.
I don't know if it can be too soon when it's during. Producer Drew, before we let you go back to the Producer Drew fan cam, who ties it?
Rantanen on a rebound off a McKinnon shot.
I like it. Clip it for when it doesn't happen. And I'll be sure whoever scores, I call them Mikko Lehtonen. Producer Drew, I'll let you get back to borderline cardiac arrest.
See you guys.
Producer Drew Livingstone, everybody. You know, why doesn't he have to wear a heart rate monitor? I did. Anyway. We're coming back in a bit. We're coming back very quickly. I don't know. And now we're coming back. We need forget producer Drew. We need a producer Nick Cam. You guys didn't hear any of that. That was great. But here we are.
There's Nate McKinnon, 3 shots in the first
period. Looking angry. As producer Drew pointed out. Second period. Get out of the way there, Stripes. Second period of game 6. Oh, Cernak goes down hard.
Knocked down in his own zone, and
He gets up and he's looking to give Lehkonen a whack. Wham! From Makar. That goes wide. Just under 90 miles an hour.
Pasted into the boards face first. He's coming off even if his team.
Second period begins and Cernak's already labored. Ooh.
Now he's again under a little duress. Now you got to get back.
I'm not going to lie, just on first. Yeah. Cernak's going to argue that Lehkonen got his leg up there and he wasn't able to protect himself. Makar puts it on again. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Tampa has already turned it back up the other way. But Makar just hammering Brandon Hagel. Are we going to get a whistle here? Where is it? Still hammering Brandon Hagel. Lightning lose the zone. Pretty different Colorado team to start this period. Oh, but here comes Tampa. Hagel takes a lick and keeps on ticking.
Now off the boards and ahead to McKinnon.
The more he plays in a Tampa uniform, the more you see he's a perfect fit for that team. Devon Taves gets it in. Tampa gets it in. Over to Eric Johnson. Kadri has not fed the pass at the blue line. Now Tampa goes hunting. Sneaky P. Very sneaky. Landeskog comes out with it.
Got rid of it to center. Hedman sends it back in just out of the reach of Kucherov. That's
interesting, though. Ice has been stretched a little bit here in the first 85 seconds of the second.
Hagel thinks he's got the inside route here, but a great
Lightning have almost caught the Avalanche twice now.
And like all great defensemen, using your stick. I mean, it's the most valuable weapon that you have.
The thing about the Tampa Bay Lightning, you know, you talk about a team, you talk about a style that they have. Oh, this team does this really well. This team does this really well. Tampa does everything really well, and they adapt to every situation. But here comes Colorado. They get it. Josh Manson from the point, or from the high slot, I should say. The Avalanche getting everything to the net to start this second period. That appears to be the mandate. And that is how you get an ugly one. Producer Drew said so. Chloe, who has surprised you the most in this series, good or bad? I gotta say, good. Nick Paul for the Tampa Bay Lightning. As Andrei Vasilevsky is going to get some work done on his mask here. Like, I knew he was good. I suppose I didn't know he was this good. And I guess what's so surprising is he's able to play the way he does and look as healthy as he does on a team that is anything but healthy. Steven Stamkos I'll throw in there as well. Yeah, this is some of the best hockey I've ever seen him play, and he's on the back nine of his career, playing busted up, and just looks fantastic out there. For Colorado, I gotta say, Kadri being back in the series, I find surprising. Is Vasilevsky wearing Brian Elliott's mask? Do we know whose mask that is?
If I was an Av player right now, you're putting everything you can to him. If there's any
it's his backup mask. Didn't I see 30-something on the chin? Doesn't matter. Colorado wins the faceoff. I was going to say Valeri Nichushkin surprising. Good. Oh! Rantanen holds the line. I'd maybe say he surprised me a bit in the negative, but he's looked good tonight. Wham! And they score! They score! Nathan McKinnon scores! An angry Nathan McKinnon that producer Drew predicted at first intermission, his 41st career playoff goal, and he doesn't have his cup. He's looking to hunt it down tonight. Byram to McKinnon, and the one-timer finally works! Finally, I've been harping on this all series, all playoffs long, and the Avalanche just love lodging pucks into the back of the net. Vasilevsky nearly gets a piece of this, and the Avalanche, oh my goodness gracious, what are they reviewing?
Lots of discussion between.
What are they reviewing? Let us enjoy things.
Looking down immediately. That play at the line was fairly close.
I can't imagine what they're even looking at here. Is this John Cooper just being a lawyer? What are they talking about? What are they talking about?
Ryan Daisy on the line.
The crew doesn't know.
At the overturned goal.
Like, is this just a momentum thing? Because this is less than 2 minutes into the second.
Here earlier in the series.
And there's the new mask going away.
Vasilevsky. Yeah, I'd get rid of that mask too.
It was enough of an issue that they couldn't do it quickly on the bench.
His usual mask is good to go.
Colorado, though, you win that draw,
That was indeed his backup mask. It had 88. I thought it said 30-something.
Laser focus has a different helmet on. I'm not sure what all the argument here is in discussion.
If Tampa doesn't challenge here, why isn't this delay of game?
There's a lot of talk about how long it took for John Cooper to challenge that.
Why isn't that delay of game?
Overturned. Stamkos.
What are you talking about?
I'm wondering if somebody went
Guys, you can challenge. Are you challenging or not?
Typically, when that happens, you don't get a penalty. They just blow the
Listen,
whistle.
if the goal was bad,
to me is
if something wrong happened on the play, challenge it.
John Cooper doesn't like the answer.
And that is
John.
And I think the goaltender's probably not close enough to the bench, and the guy jumps on and gets involved.
He's such a
in the
lawyer.
play. But
And now the Avs
McKinnon
feeling good
talks
about
so much
themselves.
the frustration of
All the
period
momentum's
number
gone.
one,
Like, I mean, it's a good strategy.
Sort of real attempt with nobody
It's a
in
good
front of him. How many
strategy
of his shots have
from
been
John
blocked?
Cooper and the Tampa Bay Lightning. What are you
Tonight at
talking
this
about?
point.
This happens far too
Second
often.
goal.
And I'm saying this on a platform owned by a rights holder. Far too often during NHL games, especially ones of great stature and great importance and great excitement, fans and even production crews and analysts are like, I don't know what's happening. Far too often that happens. Colorado puts it on. Nico Sturm throws it on behind the net. Comfer helps it continue. Eric Johnson battling with Patrick Maroon. It goes into the corner again. Nico Sturm hunting it down.
Nico Sturm along the boards now. Belmar is hit. Devon Taves is up.
Devon Taves with it.
He'll dump it back down into Lightning.
Tie game.
That starts a change, 2.5 minutes.
Beating Tampa at home in an elimination game is one thing.
McKinnon from Byram and Landeskog.
But most teams don't even score against them. Jack Johnson going at it with Pierre-Edouard Bellemare.
You know, the Avs coming in with all the
Nathan McKinnon has been
again of dreaming about
hammering that one-timer. We've covered 2 Avalanche series. This one and third round against Edmonton. And he's just been getting his entire body into one-timer after one-timer after one-timer. And it hasn't worked. And it hasn't always been from an advisable spot. But that one beat Vasilevsky. We got a tie game here. Oh! Almost a very unfortunate bounce for Colorado, but they break it out. Good job by Sergachev. Good support by Darren Helm. Oh! Jack Johnson running over Anthony Cirelli because he had the support, but this is a 3-on-2 now for the Lightning. Ross Colton's shot is stopped, but there's a rebound. Lightning fans wanting a penalty. Corey Perry going at it with Darren Helm. They've gone at it for many a year. Perry winning the 2007 Stanley Cup, I believe as a rookie. Darren Helm winning the 2008 Cup as a rookie.
But then played deeper and some fencing there between Cirelli and O'Connor as they go to their respective benches.
Sergachev holds it! Holds it! Holds it! I can't take it! You usually get 3 or 4 out. Lightning just send it. Okay, it's offside. After all that,
all the discussion
after all that, McHale.
Top left of your screen. Oh yeah, there's plenty of time there. No question.
Replay on the goal. Did the Avs have 6 guys again?
The question was.
Oh, it was a delayed penalty.
Maybe John Cooper thought there was already 6 guys on the ice at that point. But
so what's Cooper?
Definitely didn't look like they waited long enough.
Cooper's trying to say that Tampa touched it. You can't review that. You can't review that. Can you? And if you can, why didn't they review it? There are rules for what you can and cannot do. And the NHL routinely ignores said rules. Why isn't that delay of game? You throw the puck over the glass, you go and get another puck. It's over. But when you go, you just lumber around at the bench looking confused. Like, oh yeah, real entertainment, guys. This is going to compete with the NFL and the NBA for sure. Tell us what's happening. Good Lord. Tampa with the puck in the offensive zone. Steven Stamkos holds on to it. Nazem Kadri tries to flee the zone. He does. Tampa just goes right back. Oh! Cirelli drops the puck! Wide of the Colorado net. So this is interesting. Per my conversation with producer Drew, you knew the next penalty was going to go to Tampa. They had a penalty coming.
Play continues. It's McDonough playing the bank to the side of the cage.
So is Colorado still owed one?
Anthony Cirelli feeds the point.
The refs just sort of make it up, so I literally don't know. Brandon Hagel switches with Ryan McDonough, who goes down low. Alex Killorn due for a big game.
And the Colorado captain will flip
Can't get it through. Avs airmail it.
And play is called.
Did that hit the scoreboard? It did. I saw Brandon Hagel point up.
Have our idea of a party. Even fun tornado here.
What happens
PartyCasino.fun.
when that happens? I'm not
That was one of those
used to seeing that. Okay, it goes back down into the Colorado end. That makes sense. Why isn't that delay of game?
Continued on with the pressure, and when you get to that minute and a half, minute 50, your legs are barking. It's hard to make those plays defensively. And
every hockey game, when it comes to the rule book, is an existential crisis. Please just tell any fan what's going on.
Over 2 minutes by the time that puck hit
That's all we're asking. That's all we're
at
asking.
center ice. Arturi Lehkonen will dump it in, and there
Colorado
goes
gets it
McKinnon.
deep.
See how
Nathan
the ball
McKinnon,
goes
my
up after
gosh,
a
the speed.
goal to
How was he first on that?
the Avalanche
The
even
Tampa
early in this second
gets it out.
period.
Patrick
Sidestep
Maroon.
it. Manson
Run at
had it
hard
on
by
that.
Josh Manson. Those two have been going at it all series.
They've all
Josh Manson,
been
here he
trying to
comes.
come across and
Great deadline pickup. Oh, and he gets an opportunity. Oh, he goes down real hard, and he doesn't look comfortable at all. The Lightning are attacking, trying to take advantage of the fact that Colorado only has one defenseman back there. Lehkonen down behind the net. Bowen Byram fighting by himself, and somehow Lehkonen is the one who comes out with it. Hockey is ridiculous. Avs flip it up. Vasilevsky
Up it goes to Ross
plays it
Colton.
around to Ross Colton. That's actually a really good play there. By Vasilevsky, the Lightning stay onside. Corey Perry knocked down. Good little rebound though. GP Comfort chasing this down. He's got it. Whoop. Never mind. He had to clear the zone there.
Stanley Cup final history to have a multi-point game. Only Mark Recchi, Jean Beliveau, and Johnny
Lightning
Cusick.
look for icing, and I think they'll get it. Josh Manson hunched over on the bench. Let's, oh, never mind. We're going to go to break. Yeah, here's Josh Manson going into the boards real hard after basically doing the semi-splits. And here's that opportunity from Corey Perry while falling. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. We'll be right back. Tell all your friends about that money. Watch Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. In case you wonder what we talk about behind the scenes during those little breaks, the answer is we try to figure out what the heck was going on when John Cooper was looking confused on the bench. Let's say he had a point, and the Lightning did touch it. And the play should have been blown dead. Was it? No! So, can you review it? Is the answer yes or no? If the answer's yes, then review it. If the answer's no, then shut up! There's millions of people watching!
Rallied in St. Louis in a hard-fought second-round series to win on the road in Game 6.
I always think about hockey through the scope of, is someone watching this game for the first time? Maroon loses his stick for the second straight shift. Colorado trying to take advantage. Logan O'Connor. There's a guy who needs to find the back of the net. Cogliano and Helm battering rams in there. Bednar's been playing around with his bottom six. He's definitely been doing a little shuffling. I keep wanting to say, oh, Avs third line, Avs fourth line out there, but he keeps switching it up. So it's hard to know. Josh Manson back out there after a really hard fall on his last shift. Nathan McKinnon flying, but he turns it over thanks to the speed of Sneaky P. This is going to be a partial 3-on-2 for the Avs. That's a good shot from Lehkonen, stopped by Vasilevsky and is crashed into afterward. Here come the Lightning now. Palat. With Stamkos to Kucherov. Out of play. Byram going at it with Stamkos after the whistle. What's it with Stamkos going after the young pups? He fought with Lafreniere last round, and now he's going after Byram.
Not at all. This moment's not too grand.
Already 45 hits in this game. Is that Hulk Hogan? Oh, okay. Oh, because they're fighting.
Tussles down low.
Ah.
Again, we're seeing a little bit more
end-to-end
action, though, as the ice opens up potential for an odd man rush. I thought McKinnon really wanted that.
Now, is he Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Easily handled and back
or is he real American Hulk Hogan right now? I need to know who to cheer for. I think Byram might have got a piece of that. Kucherov hacking and slashing at Byram. Dude, I had someone tell me, man, Kucherov's low-key greasy. Low-key? He's one of the dirtiest stars in the league. What are you talking about? I wouldn't put him in the tier of guys who, like, that's their job, is to be pests and to be dirty. But, like, among the stars in the league, yeah, man, that's like one of the greasiest dudes out there. What are you talking about? He's a great player. Don't take anything away from him, but also don't get into a shouting match or a staring match with Nikita Kucherov. He doesn't play that. He'll just punch you. This is what I meant, by the way, with Alex Killorn. 0 points in his last 16 games. He's a factor out there. He's definitely a factor. He's had a few screens, but at the end of the day, man, you got to put it in the net. I believe that's assistant coach Jeff Halpern having a word with him. Underrated two-way player. Oh, the Lightning come up with it. Oh, wow. If Kucherov can get it to Palat for the one-timer there, I think that's a goal. Darcy Kemper been doing his best to recover since that first goal where he did not look good at all. Hedman throws it on. It threw everybody. Lightning answering back a little bit. Oh, good read. Good read from Landeskog as he helps the Avs break out, and he airmails that. Is that going to go over the boards? No, it's not. It's in the corner. Kadri crashed into Hedman, a pair of 2009 top 10 picks. Makar. Oh my God, what a laser beam! JT Compher! Forehand, backhand!
being called offside.
And what's going to happen here? Is that offside?
The whistles were going right away. I think they're calling it.
I was like, there is no way we're about to see a penalty shot.
Yes.
Oh, let's have another look at that. Let's have another look at that. Ooh, Alex Newhook doesn't look comfortable at all.
Going off. Let's have a look. Boy, that didn't look offside.
Oh, man.
He was waving no. And then
wow, that's close.
Let's have a look. Maybe
let's see it
in
slow-mo.
It wasn't this that was offside because clearly
that's not helpful.
He was all right. Is there another player up high? Because he initially waved it off. Then he had a
what?
Maybe somebody changing at the Avalanche bench was over. Because the pass definitely didn't look like it.
Is that not onside?
Emphatic call by Ryan Daisy at the end of it. Alex
that's
looks like he was shaken up on the last shift.
But he was waving it
maybe there was another player near the bench. I don't think it was Comfer, man. You know, I will say, one thing NHL refs are underratedly. Oh, never mind. Here comes Zach Bogosian. Great keep at the blue line. Oh, if Bellemare gets that, it's a goal. The Lightning throw it on. It's up and around. And out. Wow. Sergachev chased down by Sturm. I hammer NHL officials often. The one thing they are shockingly good at is calling offsides in real time. Bellemare working it around. He's been an effective player for Tampa in this series. Colorado tips it out. That's a real good little exit there for Colorado. Get it deep, but avoid the icing. Get a line change. Rantanen's out there now. Really good play. Yeah, there must have been someone else because I didn't think Comfer was offside there. Based on the review that we saw, or the replay we saw. Oh, Devon Taves. I think that was a bit of a miscommunication there as Kaloran is the first on this. But he gets stripped by McKinnon, who almost gets stripped by Hagel. Byram joins the rush. First into the corner, the Avs still playing confidently with their defense, not afraid to activate. Pinch! Oh! McKinnon almost gets his second of the game. Can you imagine? Oh, he blows a tire, but whoa, gets it into the corner. Josh Manson in front of the net somehow.
Here's McKinnon.
Dancing from McKinnon.
Heading to the front, the shot.
Manson on! Oh, I thought that made it through. Kaloran sends it deep. Cirelli has Hagel. Kemper stops it, but Hagel drags it into the end boards. Colorado sends it down the ice, and it's no ice. Hagel just getting up now. It's chaos. It's absolute chaos out there. Landeskog sails it over to the Avs bench, turns it over though. Fighting for it. Nichushkin, he's got Kadri with him, but he's going to take it himself. Oh, a rebound. Oh, that went off the post, I think. Vasilevsky had no idea where that was. Kadri loses the zone. Keeps the puck. That's a nifty play. This is Byram coming in. Kadri throws it on. There was a loose puck in front, but the Lightning clear it. Cogliano. Shot. There's players from 3 different lines out there right now. This is confusing. Byram. He had Makar with him. I don't think he knew. Nichushkin gets it to Makar. Makar throws it on. It's stopped in the slot. And Tampa will get it out mercifully. Bounces to Kemper. He handles it. Awkward receipt of the pass from Helm. The Avs dump it into the corner. Rantanen battling with Cernak. Riley Nash takes a nasty bump there. Nasty bump. Body's flying. Josh Manson. This is a 3-on-2 for Colorado. McKinnon tries to get it to Manson. He can't. Scores! I'm not going to screw this one up. I promise I'm not going to screw this one up. Arturi! Lock it in! Buries it to go up 2-1, and Patrick Maroon is incensed. Hey! Stripes! I'm going for my 4th straight cup here. John Cooper is going to have another lengthy look at this. We'll see if anything actually comes of it. This is a wild play from start to finish. Bellemare wanted the call there in the defensive zone. That play did not go the way the Avs drew it up at all. That was supposed to be between McKinnon and Manson. It was Manson to McKinnon. McKinnon wanted to go back. It ends up on Lekkonen's stick, and he buries it. And Maroon slashing a stick out of the hands of an Avalanche player immediately after that.
Lekkonen's 8 to 12-28 from McKinnon and Manson. Arturi Lekkonen with 3 game-winning goals in the playoffs.
Dude, the Lightning have been here many times. 2015, 2020, 2021, and now 2022. Penalties aren't called in the Stanley Cup Final.
Kelly Sutherland pointing, let's get back to play. And this is
One thing I can guarantee you is if John Cooper's team is scored against, they're going to talk to the refs about it. Like, I don't even understand what the conversation is.
Guys, keep your sticks down. Don't get any hooks in there.
You missed a call. You missed a call. Like,
it's a pretty fast-moving, fluid
that's
game.
what it is.
And sometimes those don't get called, but
the Colorado Avalanche, lost in all this, if they hold on to this lead, they win the Stanley Cup. Lekkonen with his 8th of the playoffs. That dude only scores big goals. We talked about great deadline pickups. I've been raving about Nick Paul. I've been raving about Josh Manson.
Kucherov just ran Devon Taves on the blue line, too.
How about Arturi Lekkonen?
Out it comes for Rantanen.
He's been regularly playing on the first or second line on a team as offensively gifted as the Colorado Avalanche. And there he is right there, preventing the Lightning from exiting their zone. Or at very least, he holds it up. That screws up the entry for the Lightning, and that allows the Avs to turn it up the other way. Nathan McKinnon one-on-one with Sergachev. Oh, and he's got a friend! Where is it? It's up in the air! Where? Literally, where's the puck? There it is! They blew the play dead because no one knew where the thing was. Ooh, Sergachev not looking too comfy.
Timeout. Nate McKinnon is dancing tonight. A goal and an assist, and nearly set up.
There's
another
McKinnon
for the Avalanche.
feeding Devon Taves. Oh man, what a block from Mikhail Sergachev. And I tell you what, folks, you know what I thought when I saw that block from Sergachev? You know what I thought when I saw that goal from Arturi Lekkonen? I thought, this is big. This is big. Someone could win $1 million. Enter game code BOARDS. Boards. Why did I struggle so much with that one-syllable word? BOARDS. Boards. For a chance to win instant cash prizes and Sportsnet Now subscriptions, go to sportsnet.ca/this is big. Or open the Sportsnet app to play. Once again, that game code BOARDS. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. A reminder that we either await. Now I'm getting friends chirping me for how I said boards. Over text. Need I remind you what's at stake here? This is either the coronation of a young, star-studded Colorado Avalanche team. Not all young. They got some older bits as well. Some guys who have hard miles on there. And they've paid their dues and worked real hard to get to this point. Or we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. And what a story it would be to overcome a 2-1 deficit in Game 6, to win Game 6 and force a Game 7, and then win that Game 7 on the road in Colorado. The 3-1 series comeback for their 3rd consecutive Stanley Cup. Greatness is on the line. The Lightning win the Cup in their own zone. Less than 7 minutes to go here in the second period. They've had a real hard time
Coming up big at
getting consistent
perhaps the biggest moment. Here comes
ozone time.
Byram in, a pass on the left side.
For any Tampa fans watching who are cheesed about the Belmar thing, I would like another look at it. But the fact of the matter is, if the call is missed, the call is missed.
Byram feeds it ahead. Kadri tried to work it.
That's a high stick.
Knocked it out of mid-air.
That should be a whistle.
Yep. With the high stick.
face off in the Tampa zone.
We all have our idea of a party. Even Fun Tornado here. PartyCasino.fun. Bring on the party.
Boy, a really smart play by Nazem Kadri.
And listen, if you think that should have been a penalty on Belmar, man, Hedman's lucky that didn't go over the glass. If you think that should have been a penalty on Belmar, then you join me in asking, begging, pleading with NHL officiating to be more consistent. And that is regular season to round 1, 2, 3, and 4. Avs win the draw. Don't get the best chance, though. Kucherov, one-on-one with Josh Manson. Some friends arrive. Cernak. Oh! Oh, man. Take it into the end boards hard, and that could have been really, really bad. Oh, boy. Oh, I hate watching guys go feet first into the boards like that. I hate watching guys go into those end boards in any way, shape, or form. There's really no good way to do it. Mckinnon. His shot is blocked. Arguably, he's had Colorado's 2 of their 3 best chances to score tonight. He hit the post in the first period, buried it in the second period, and it's a 2-1 Colorado lead. Oh! Oh, wow! Nothing? Absolutely! That's awful! Ryan McDonough drilling Darren Helm from behind.
At times that you're not getting called. McDonough here in the
Are you serious? Watch this. Oh, that's gruesome. Hits him directly in the numbers. There's no way we're going to commercial right now. Seriously? Producer Drew's calling for 5. He might have a point, man. Now, very few hits have been suspended in these playoffs. There's been a bunch of fines. There's been 3 suspensions, if I'm not mistaken. Kyle Clifford was suspended in Game 1 of Toronto Maple Leafs versus Tampa Bay Lightning for boarding Ross Colton. Ross Colton was bloody after the play. Clifford got 5 and a game and a 1-game suspension. Darnell Nurse was suspended for headbutting Philip Deneau in the face, which I've never seen one like that. He got suspended for that, but that's not a hit. I wouldn't call that a hit. And then Evander Kane got a suspension for hitting Nazem Kadri that led to Kadri's thumb injury. I don't remember if he got 5. He got suspended. I don't remember if it was 5. You think Ryan McDonough is getting suspended if there's a Game 7? Now, the last time, if I'm not mistaken, they called a major penalty in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. Steve Bernier, I think, was the player on the New Jersey Devils for the 2012 Stanley Cup Final between the Devils and Kings. The Kings were dominating that series. The Devils were looking to force a Game 7. They were crawling back into that. And then in the first period, Bernier took a 5-minute boarding major. I don't remember who it was against. LA took advantage, and they never looked back. So this is going to be a 2-minute power play for the Colorado Avalanche.
Avalanche with their first power play of Game 6, 6 for 15.
6 for 15 in this Cup final is pretty good. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that.
Kadri's out along with Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen, and Makar.
Here comes that chugga stride of Nathan McKinnon. Passes it to himself. He ends up turning it over. Again, that's another example of what I've talked about at some points in this series of McKinnon trying to do too much. And here he comes, chugga again. Passes to himself again. It doesn't work again. Avs can't hold the line. Is this going to be a 2-on-1? Ooh, almost. Killorn rips it. There's a big rebound. Avs take it the other way, and this might be their best zone entry because there are fewer players in front of them. Landeskog gets it back to the point. Makar gets it to Byram.
Couple of defensemen on the point. Makar banned on it.
That's half the power play gone.
Reload for
And now the Avs have the Lightning where they want them. Cale Makar, that shot was tipped and out of play.
Communication and assignment so
Let's get another look at the shift that was. Killorn, and if that's not read properly by Kadri and Makar, that's a 2-on-1 for the Lightning, and they might tie this thing. 55 seconds to go on this Tampa penalty kill. Nick Paul out there taking on JT Compher. And the Lightning very calmly get it out and down the ice. 45 seconds to go now.
On the back end for Colorado and the kickback.
Von Taves drops it for Compher. Playing the role of Nathan McKinnon on that entry. It works. Byram throws it on. And the way Compher sort of put his hands up, I'm like, did that go in? Vasilevsky gloves it. Listen, win or lose, Colorado scored 2 goals on Andrei Vasilevsky in an elimination game in Tampa. That's really hard. Had to look off camera for a moment. This usually doesn't happen in the Sportsnet studios, but I heard a sound and I thought, what's that? It's my dog. Hello, my dog. Rantanen. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm glad that didn't go in. That call would have sucked. Tampa, the rough stuff after the whistle. 23 seconds to go on this Colorado power play.
Again, the margin of error just isn't there right now for the Lightning.
Shots 19-19. I love the Hockey News' Mike Stevens description of this Stanley Cup final. It's just 2 Greek gods going head to head, smashing each other with blow after blow. Nathan McKinnon out there for the face-off, and he comes up with it, gets it to the point. Makar, so good at that quick pass. Kadri throws it on. But the Avs recollect. Less than 15 seconds to go here. McKinnon goes in close. Oh, he gets it through. Makar, whoa, fake shot, goes into the corner. Cernak gets it down the ice, and the penalty has been killed. Ryan McDonough goes to the bench. He was right behind Cale Makar. Wide open in front! Where did it go? Oh, Cogliano wide open in front. Cogliano playing the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup Final for the 2nd time in 3 years. You might remember he was with Dallas in the bubble. He lost against them. Had to take him on again. Perry lost against them twice and decided to join him. But if the score stays the same, he will lose again. Stamkos in there. Von Taves in there faster. The Lightning hold on to it. Stamkos, shifty, turns it over. Avs airmail it. Victor Hedman struggles with it a little bit. Jan Ruda helps back him up. Kucherov with the puck again. Oh, nifty pass. This dude's doing spinoramas in elimination Stanley Cup final games. Confidence. Avs down the ice. That'll hit Vasilevsky, so no icing. That's a great clearing attempt. Ooh. Lightning ice it there.
Maroon thought he got to the hash marks first.
Cogliano, let's get another look at this. I know he's on the 4th line, but guys, that's just a game of forget how to count. It's amazing how often it happens in hockey. Oh, was it blocked? What a block! Less than 2 minutes to go here in this 2nd period. This Stanley Cup Final rules. Tell you what, I wouldn't mind a Game 7. Producer Drew's like, shut up. Yes, you would. Avs put it on! Man, I got to say, the Avs are putting on lots of shots that Vasilevsky's not been able to track. The defense in front of Vasilevsky has helped make his life a lot easier. that play where Mariano had the wide open opportunity wasn't the greatest example of that. But you know what I mean. Riley Nash, big hit behind the Colorado net. Eric Johnson gets it up to Mikko Rantanen.
His line mates were in the midst of a change.
Killorn looking for his first point in a long time. Knocked to the ice by McKinnon, but he throws it on. Avs clear the zone.
Here's Makar following up.
Makar gets it to, oh boy. No trip. Yeah, they're not calling nothing for the rest of the game.
For the Avalanche. Knocked down at the line, but
again, I don't know what Belmar was complaining about. Tampa got their one. Colorado got their one. That's it. One penalty each. That's what you get in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. And I got news for you. If this goes to Game 7, you're going to get 0. It's amazing how often in Game 7s both teams play a clean game. Isn't that neat? Good for them, I say. Final seconds of the period here. Logan O'Connor tracks it down. This might be an opportunity. Throws it on. Stopped by Vasilevsky. We head to second intermission, which will lead to the third period. Tampa needs a goal to tie Colorado. If the score stays the same, will win the Stanley Cup in Tampa. These two teams are incredible. These two teams were made for each other. And if you're here watching the stream with me, I feel truly privileged. Thank you. I'm glad you're watching one of the best Stanley Cup finals we've seen in years with me. Let's see a feature. Sportsnet content, baby. I don't even know if this one's been released yet. Are we hitting them with that Everett new stuff? I almost said not stuff. Are we hitting them with it? Tom knows, producer Stu knows, producer Nick does not know. So tell you what, I will stop. It's Nathan McKinnon's top plays. I doubt you had time to include the first Avs goal of this game, but there's some pretty good ones in there. Have fun.
That's talent.
That was a laser beam.
Temperature just got hot. Fiery hot.
Shows a two-hand whack gets it out. Tip to McKinnon. He'll fly ahead to the Winnipeg end. McKinnon shoots and scores! Nathan McKinnon rips it inside the far post past the blocker of Hellebuck.
And it's a nightmare. From this point on for the defenseman, it is a nightmare. Because here he comes. You've already backed in too far if you're the defenseman for Winnipeg. You've given him too much space. Now you know that he's going to have an opportunity. Hellebuck's got to be right there on top of it. And Nathan McKinnon, who's had a point in every game that he has played since he came back from that injury, gets the Avalanche within one.
Penalty killer's doing a great job. They need it one more time right here. Here's McKinnon with a rocket, and he scores. Nathan McKinnon with his third point of the night.
Yeah, he got all of this one. They win the draw. That's key. McKinnon will sift off to the right side of your screen, top of the circle, living in Steven Stamkos' kind of territory. And he just got all of that one. And look at Chernak is out. He's out on an angle. He's taking care of the far side of the net. That's what he's trying to do. Take away any shot possibly to the far side. That's the angle he's on. But Vasi has to get over to the short side, and Nathan McKinnon, that was a laser beam. Top shelf right up under the bar. Vasi couldn't get there.
Mayo
new there. He's second in the league with rookies in terms of blocks.
Poor execution here by this Avs power play.
And now McKinnon walking it to the front, and they score. Nathan McKinnon. All sorts of room, and he's made it 1-0.
Well, that's as ugly of a 5-on-3 as you're going to see. Good thing is he just scored when Galchenyuk came out of the box, so both penalties are over. And then McKinnon picks this puck up after another errant pass, takes it right to the net. Nobody picks him up. Too much time, too much space in the middle of the ice, even short-handed. You got to go to him. It's the most dangerous area on the ice. And you allow a player of McKinnon's caliber, and he's going to hurt you.
Avs sitting on 35 shots on goal. Winnipeg has 31.
The temperature's down in the building. The Jets had it going.
McKinnon shoots and scores! The temperature just got hot, and I mean fiery hot. Nathan McKinnon. He was so due as he rips it past the blocker of Hellebuck. His 4th goal of the season, and the top line continues to dominate.
Well, just when the Avalanche needed a shift to kind of get things calmed down, they get it from the big line. And they also get a goal. And now he's got 4 points. And now my buddies can stop calling and start saying, what's wrong with McKinnon? A goal, 3 assists. If that's that's a problem with you, then
top line was already making a change, Pete. McKinnon stayed out there, kept the play alive, and then did it all himself.
And it's Dyson Mail. Shane Gostisbehere, and he lost it. McKinnon the other way. McKinnon shoots, he scores. Oh, he dusted it a couple of times. It's 5-0 Nathan McKinnon.
What a goal.
What a goal is right, and Jared Bednar just continues to roll these guys out, the big boys. Turnover by the Coyotes, another one. That's been the story here tonight, and every one of those turnovers, it seems like, ends up in the back of the net. Top shelf ripper. McKinnon over the glove of Vamelka.
Ready, good roll. Ridden off. Good play by McKinnon. Ups it to himself. And here comes McKinnon up the middle. McKinnon. Drop pass finds the target. Nico down deep. For Gabe in front. Oh, no. What a save by Kakinen. Is it in? The crowd thinks it is. McKinnon might have thought it was. But if Kakinen kept that out, that is by far the save of the game. I can't believe the awesome passing for the Avalanche. And they're not rewarded because the Minnesota goalie kept that left pad down to the ice. Or did he kick it across? I think it's in, Pete. I think it's in.
Yeah.
Personally.
I don't think this is over, Moj.
Let's take a listen downstairs. Here's Tom Shimalewski. Give us some good news.
After video review, it was determined the puck completely crossed the goal line.
We got a good goal.
Kadri stays onside. Loads and can't get a shot away. Erased by Nurse, who lost his helmet. So Nurse has to come off immediately. Kane watches as McDavid wrestled McKinnon down. No penalty called. McCarr walks in. Dishes McKinnon one-on-one. Scores. Game over. Colorado 3. Edmonton 2. A Picasso tonight in Denver.
Few times to get control of that puck in the defensive zone, and a few times the Avalanche seemed to weather that ability and come up with the puck in those scrums. In the last sequence, it was Evander Kane, didn't know where the puck was. I think he gets tied up in his equipment a little bit, and then drops down. And guess who? Cale Makar was right there to gobble it up, give it to McKinnon. Right here, this puck gets lost. It's up for grabs. Where is it? Actually, it was underneath the skate, just lost it for a second. And great read by Cale Makar. He pounces on that loose puck, 2-on-1 with McKinnon. No mistake on that one as McKinnon on the stick, off the stick, elevation, glove hand side. And the Avalanche pull this one out in overtime, 3-2. What a game.
McKinnon, 22 on the year and 8 goals in his last 6 games at home, set up by Makar, 52 seconds in overtime.
to the near side by Taves. Brendan tried to feed it ahead for McKinnon. He got through Domi. Here's McKinnon up the gut. McKinnon to the far circle. Into the slot. Score! Val Nichushkin continues to produce and produce. But McKinnon, with a pirouette move, threw it off a Kane. It might have gone in off the Carolina player. If it did, it'll be McKinnon's second of the game and 31st of the season. We'll get a look at the replay, but either way, the Avs again lead by 3.
And I can guarantee you, there are people around the National Hockey League that aren't watching this game. And they see, okay, it's the Avalanche versus Carolina. Big game for Carolina. Rangers won today. They want to win. If they can, they want to, play that kind of Carolina game. Their penalty killing is the best in the National Hockey League. On and on and on. And then all of a sudden you turn around with 8 minutes to go. It's 7-4. And McKinnon gets his second of the game. That's not unexpected. But the score is.
The game goes on, and typically they do anyway, but it's just been a rough year and a weird year all the way around. Taves will find McCarr. Through traffic he goes to McKinnon. Turnaround shot. He scores! Nathan McKinnon got to the top of their circles, and he twists it past the blocker of Sorokin. The Avs have the early 1-0 lead. McKinnon continues to be red hot. That's his 16th of the season, and the top line comes through again.
Taves to McCarr, and it almost looks as though McKinnon takes the puck from McCarr. Moshe, are we reinventing offensive hockey, Nathan McKinnon? I mean, so often you're looking at a situation where plays start down low. They start in the corner. They start behind the net. And now for Nathan McKinnon, so much is up high as he gives the Avalanche a huge 1-0 lead, and McCarr gets an assist.
The coach talked to us about he'd like to see all his players shoot more. But Nick has had trouble scoring goals. Here's McKinnon. One-hander, poked it in. Nathan McKinnon. It looked like he had lost control, but he poked it past Adam Huska to tie it at 2.
It's a fabulous goal. I mean, it really is. Nathan McKinnon shows the entire package on this. He shows his speed, he shows his strength, and he shows his overall ability. Here it comes, gets right through one stick, then beats Miller, Miller is not in good position to play the man. Here it is again, watch Miller just kind of bounce off him, and then just the reach right there, that's talent. To just reach out and give it a little poke, and surprise Huska on the play to tie the game at 2.
Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Just Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. I'm just going to take my time. I think we should all take our time. Because producer Drew is very nervous. He's an Avalanche fan. His team's winning 2-1. If you cheer for the Avs, it's a very good thing. Very good thing. Are you excited for the third period? Because did you know that the third period could potentially be... No. I shan't. I mustn't. Can we bring producer Drew up? Can we bring him up? I just want to see him squirm. How you doing, buddy? Where is he? Show me him. How you doing, pal?
Nervous, Steve. Nervous. I mean,
yeah?
I don't know. I need some advice on what do you do when you're 20 minutes away from winning the Stanley Cup with a lead. I don't know. You got experience, don't you?
I really am. I'm gonna kick you in the buttocks, to quote Forrest Gump. I don't think he ever quite said that, but I think if you ask me that question again, you're gonna think something bit you. Drew.
What did I tell you, Steve? Angry McKinnon.
Angry McKinnon. First of all, we both got something there in that period because Angry McKinnon, that was your call. There we go. Angry McKinnon was your call, Drew.
Yep.
Your call. Great job.
And what did you call? Wrong way? Oh, wrong way. Damn it.
Wrong way.
What did you call?
I didn't call anything, but should we do the rest of the interview like this? I didn't call this, but I got my mulligan Arturi Lehkonen call.
Fair.
And that's all I cared about.
Does that count, though?
Not according to John Cooper. Oh, you mean like as redemption?
Fair. Yeah, I mean, let's review it for 45 minutes, and then we'll see if that goal counts.
Here, let's stop doing that.
Yeah, let's stop. It was really weird.
Yeah, I hate that. I hated that a lot. Listen, Drew, I mean, maybe I am the right person to speak to because you want to know how to handle this third period, how to stay calm, heading towards what I think you feel is an inevitable Stanley Cup win. Yeah.
Trying to keep it together. We got it.
But Drew, I had the optimism beaten out of me a long time ago. And I have learned that nothing is inevitable. And I gotta tell you, this is familiar. Your team was up on the Tampa Bay Lightning, 3-2. You're in Tampa for Game 6. You're leading in the third period. You'd think you'd win the series, right? Not always the case. Not always the case, Drew.
You're right.
So,
well, they got to get the third one here, Steve, and close it out. Let's go.
I feel like the ghost of first round passed. And I'm here to tell the Avalanche that if they take their foot off the gas, you can end up like me. Do you want this? Do you want this? No, you don't.
No.
No one wants this. No one wants to live like this in the entire world. How do the Avs shut her down? Producer Drusif.
They don't. You keep the foot on the gas pedal and you score 2 more.
Correct. That is the much more entertaining answer. Producer Nick is saying shut up because the game is about to start. So, goodbye. Have fun. Don't die.
A second period deficit.
Andrei Vasilevsky. Very interesting. Very interesting. Because heading into every elimination game, he's the main story. But now the game's not up to him. He can shut the door. He can stop things from getting worse. But at the end of the day, Tampa has to score at least 2 more goals to win this game. Now, the officials are discussing something with John Cooper. I don't know what it is. All I know is if John Cooper wishes there was a penalty call on something or other, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. And the reason that he doesn't have a leg to stand on is because Josh Manson almost doesn't have a leg to stand on. If you go to my Twitter, Granted, it was retweeted by blasphemous Avalanche fan, producer Drew, but, I mean, if he's right, he's right. After the Lehkonen goal, I think it was the Lehkonen goal, Patrick Maroon two-hand slashes Josh Manson right in the leg, and if Manson doesn't move out of the way, it could have been much, much, much worse. And it's just nothing. Because it happened after a goal, it's just nothing. This isn't nothing. The third period. Look at this. Look at this. These guys want the cup. These guys, come on. Get a hold of this game there, Stripes. Nathan McKinnon on the faceoff dot with Brandon Hagel. Third period underway. Tampa wins the faceoff. Can they win the game? Oh, ho, ho. Tampa almost gets a real quick one. Hagel still with it. Man possessed to start this overtime. Knocked to the ice by Taves. Lauren finds some room. Up to Chernak. He throws it on blocks. Nathan McKinnon. Avs willing to do anything to escape this building as Stanley Cup champions. But they ice the puck there. Just 30 seconds in. Producer Drew saying that the Avs cannot take their foot off the gas in this third period, but that was a lot more of a survive shift than a thrive. That got McKinnon, I want to say, in the calf. He didn't look too much worse for wear, though. Kucherov! Whoa, he wanted that. He loaded that up. Avs ice it, and they'll have to win this faceoff. Lots of icings in this game, going both directions. Interestingly enough, this game is not quite as high event as others we've seen. John Cooper getting up. And when they talk about that experience, like I mentioned Game 6 in the first round against Toronto, you have to draw experience from that. They were losing in Game 6 at home. They won that game in overtime, and they ended up winning Game 7. You got to hope that happens here if you're Tampa. So what'd you do? You got an emotional team to take some penalties, make some mistakes. Can't get the other team to take penalties if you don't have the puck. It's much harder. And right now, Tampa has the puck. Look at that. And that's a trip that doesn't get called. Oh, boy. Colorado perhaps fortunate to get away with that one. The Avs turned it over. This is a 2-on-1. Tampa. Corey Perry with Nikita Kucherov. He gets it over to Kucherov. He misses the net. Corey Perry tries to get it. Forehand, backhand. It doesn't work. Colorado clears the zone. Oh, it hits the official in the skate. And less than 2 minutes into this third period, Colorado is looking awful jumpy. And Tampa is looking like a team playing with the heart of back-to-back champions. And Brandon Hagel and Nick Paul. Not to be rude, so you weren't there. Zach Bogosian was there for the bubble one. Then he's like, I'm going to play for the less good blue and white team. And that didn't go so good. And then he went back to Tampa. And now he's back in the Cup final again. Look at that.
Decided edge in the second period.
Josh Manson, Patrick Maroon. Every shift, it feels like those two are going at it. Sergachev and Rantanen battling away. Rantanen, you got to watch that hold there, bud. Sergachev has been moving this third period. He's been out there a lot. Avs can't clear the zone. Maroon, he's going to look to throw it in front. Doesn't work out. Riley Nash after it. Boy, the Avs have been hemmed in their zone for a big chunk of the first 3 minutes of the third period here. Oh, Chernak. That's it out of the air, but McKinnon recovers it. He throws it on. Where is it? Where is it? Behind the net, Lehkonen. Interesting pass to himself. It's in front. Shot! Stopped by Vasilevsky. What an opportunity for the Avs to go up 3-1. Nichushkin can't bury it. Avs will get a line change in, so will the Lightning. Nazem Kadri enters the zone, shoots it, blocked by McDonough. Behind the net, Lehkonen fishing for it. Doesn't come up with it. McDonough sends it to Ruda. Throws it up the ice. Producer Drew is just, he hasn't moved from that position. Nazem Kadri has a breakaway. He shoots. Where is it? Does not go. Colorado has had 2 glorious opportunities on this shift to go up 2 goals.
Yeah, and Ruda for the Lightning, trying to get it out. Up ahead for Killorn. He's bumped along the boards. Good play by Helm.
Oh, what happened there? Darren Helm with it. Oh, almost a tap-in for Cogliano. Goes out of play. Which replay do you choose? Holy cow. Was that 2-on-1 on that shift? Holy cow. There was a great chance for Tampa. Great chance for Colorado.
Look at how quickly he telescoped out.
Nazem Kadri, breakaway. Oh, just sails it high. Shots this period, 4-0 Colorado. I don't believe you. Tampa's got none? Oh yeah, that shot went wide.
Shots 4-0 in the period.
The face-offs tell the story of the game. Colorado beating Tampa by the narrowest of margins. I mean, yeah, it checks out.
There's Arturi Lehkonen behind the net.
Lehkonen behind the net. This is probably his best game of the Cup final. Rantanen, there's another guy probably his best game of the final. Lehkonen! McKinnon!
That hits somebody and
ends up play. After a really bad first few minutes, Colorado answering back in a big way. Piling up the shots here on Tampa. And after a first few minutes where Tampa had the... Oh, that's a cheeky pass. Tampa had the majority of the ozone time in the first 3. Colorado has answered back, and they're not taking their foot off the gas. 14 giveaways to 7. Although, I will say that's like one of the least reliably tracked stats in all of hockey. Devon Toews sails it high.
And you know, for John Cooper, I mentioned the fact that Cirelli ended up...
Will Nazem Kadri hoist the cup
It's
tonight?
the Stamkos line that, quite frankly, they've got the goal, but they've also been the most...
Or will Mikhail Sergachev, Steven Stamkos, and Nick Paul, will they protect Tampa's Stanley Cup streak and Tampa's opportunity to be declared a true dynasty? Some are going to call them a dynasty regardless of what happens tonight. But again, it's that magic number of 3 straight. Cale Makar getting away from Brandon Hagel. Maybe not quite. Hagel does a great job to chase him down. Oh, Devon Toews cutting off the pass to Alex Killorn. That could have been a breakaway. This is a wide open third period for a deciding Game 6 potentially in the Stanley Cup final.
Well, from creative genius Lena Waite comes another season of the semi-autobiographical series 20s.
Bogosian and Nichushkin speaking. Not sure about what. I think one is saying you suck and the other is saying no, you.
Again, coming out for a face-off. We've talked about Paul and Stamkos taking
mean.
pretty much every one, so it's been the last 2 that...
Vasilevsky getting a little bit of work done on his equipment.
Breather here because he was out with the top line and gets an opportunity now to just hold on and wait, get your skate fixed, make sure everything...
Tampa's been managing that bench tonight, eh? It's the little things. It's the little things, and I gotta say, if you're not trying everything you can to win the Stanley Cup, then what are you doing here? And listen, maybe Vasilevsky, he's faced 7 shots this period or something like that already in the first 5 minutes. Maybe he just needs work done on his pad. Or maybe he senses his team needs a bit of a breather. By the way, a masterclass in a goalie delaying the game. I believe it was Game 1 in 2003 between the Ducks, the Mighty Ducks at the time, and Detroit Red Wings. The heavily favored Red Wings fell to J.S. Giguère and the Mighty Ducks. That game went to like a bajillion overtimes. Giguère just getting shelled. Ducks getting unbelievably outplayed. But he made save after save after save.
at 4:30 local
Got lots
time.
of pauses for his team and for himself, let's be honest.
Because Kucherov was kind of casual on that bump
That was an
pass
awful
off the
sound.
boards,
I'll
he
mute
just
next time.
frankly
Here.
missed it. And right now, he's just slowly coming back.
Is that better?
Saying,
Yeah,
got you
it's
there.
better.
Yeah, he just completely
Oh, Kucherov, I believe.
back in the defensive zone, having
Missing
to
that
take
play, so it'll be an icing face-off in the Tampa zone.
Kucherov fourth in Stanley Cup playoff scoring this season. Makar third.
Colorado wins it, but they lose the zone.
McDavid and Draisaitl.
And here they come again. McKinnon tries to beat his man wide. Doesn't work. Big hit from Chernak. Dude can barely get to the bench after most shifts. And he's still throwing the body.
Right back in off the stick of Taves.
Colorado chases Tampa back, but they concede the puck. Chernak, one of the more underrated players on Tampa's roster for my money. Holds it. Okay. We got rid of it.
Anthony Cirelli and Killorn, who missed Cirelli with that pass. Up ahead for Landeskog at center.
Third period turning into a bit of a chess match. Teams basically just trading possession here. Colorado looking to gum up the works.
Landeskog got on it. Here's Landeskog.
Oh, Landeskog. Not liking it. Turns it over. Kadri. He's been having a sneaky good game, in my opinion. Oh, he gets it to Nichushkin! Stopped! Colorado still has the puck, though. Kadri to the point. Working it around. Josh Manson throws it on. Where is it? Rebound! Juicy hits the side of the net. Landeskog gets it to the point. Oh, Kadri going for a line change. Byram holds the line. Can the Avs maintain possession while they get new troops over the board? It looks like they will. Manson again with it. Byram, he'll shoot. Wide, I think. Yep. Oh, Brandon Hagel can't get out of his own zone. Wanting a trip, he's not going to get it.
More pressure by the Avalanche. Byram sends it deep.
Byram.
Helm behind the net.
Darren Helm. Avs getting a full line change. Darren Helm skating circles around the exhausted Tampa Bay Lightning players. To the point again. Logan O'Connor doesn't get it on, but he gets it deep, and that might be enough for what you would call a productive play. Tampa, they get it out, but only to the line. They do get a line change.
Around past O'Connor. Victor Hedman takes a look. He's got Mckinnon on the forecheck.
And Colorado still on it, killing as much of the clock as possible. Almost 8 minutes gone here in this third period. Oh boy, Avs door was open. That was dangerous. Lightning with it. Behind the Colorado net. Byram chased down. Colorado finds a way to get out of their own zone. Man, these guys are efficient. Tampa still with no shots on goal. I'm finding that extremely hard to believe. Well, that's one way to make Darcy Kemper's life easier. Mikhail Sergachev holds it, holds it, holds it. It's okay. It doesn't count if he actually takes it into the net. Oh, Corey Perry lets it go by him again. Tampa. Second time they've lost the puck off a pass along the boards there. Kucherov with the first, Perry with the second. Oh, Bogosian pressured, and he turns it over. Behind the net. Oh my gosh. Avs falling all over each other. Sergachev will break it out. No.
Working his way into the Colorado zone.
Oh, Plot. What a play to the line. The Lightning put it on, but it'll go up and out of play. Somehow, some way, we are going to go to a break. What a game. What a third period, but it ain't over yet. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that we will be right back. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Just checking my phone. I tell you what, if the series isn't done tonight, Drew, you can blame my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law said, I think it might be done, Bubba. They call me Bubba sometimes. He said it, not me. He said it, not me. He should know better. He should know better. Because he is an athlete. He played for one of Ross County's teams. Played professional Fitba in Scotland. F-I-T-B-A, Fitba. Soccer. He played soccer. But he played it over there, so it's Fitba. The Lightning win the face-off. Picked off.
Knocked off the stick of Stamkos, and Rantanen forces it
Rantanen. Man, real dogged in this game. I've loved this game.
Everything on his sleeve.
I haven't loved him for most of the final. He's obviously still finding a way to put up points. As we get a whistle here.
What 29 brings to the ice.
Well, and you can't try to change somebody's personality or how they react to things. You got to harness it and help bring it along. And so we've talked about those little discussions, whether it's a
By the way, I had a chance to look at that the Belmar play that led to the second goal again that the Lightning were upset about. No. Maybe.
To such an important period.
I thought Belmar held the stick of, I'm not sure who the player was, Byram? I thought he held the stick and he went down, he tried to draw a call. Tampa's last shot was almost 14 minutes ago. Unfathomable. As they try to come back in a Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. McKinnon throws it on. Stopped by Vasilevsky. Gosh, that dude is a robot. That puck had no chance of getting by him. Now, Tampa doesn't have a shot.
He knows all about the guy at the other end, the Vezina trophies, the Conn Smythe,
And I'm not saying this as an insult to Kemper, who has had to do very little other than sweat in this third period. I'm not saying this is an insult to him, but it's if I were to believe that any team were to get one shot in the third period and it would be a goal, Tampa. I'd believe it. Colorado looking better has nothing to do with the outcome of the game. They've looked better for the vast majority of the series. Oh, Nichushkin. He's doing a great job on this shift. Lightning barely get out of their own zone as we reach the halfway mark of the third period. McDonough rushes it up the ice. He gains center, fires it on. There's their first shot of the period. A place to start.
The last shot he took was 44 minutes in real time.
Kemper having to stop that from center ice.
For all that time. That's quite incredible.
And he'll take those all for the rest of the night, won't he?
Avs throw it behind the Tampa net, where it's been for most of the third period, if I'm being honest.
O'Connor was looking for it. Out comes Riley Nash. One-on-one.
Here comes Riley Nash. Looking to get Tampa's second shot of the period. He's smushed behind the net. Kemper covers it up as Patrick Maroon tries to get in his kitchen a little bit.
So we passed the midway mark.
And we're going to go to break.
Here at Amalie Arena.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends that I'm not going to say it. I'm done. Watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Throwing to break is not something I excel at. And if the Tampa Bay Lightning continue to play like this, I won't have to do very many more of them. They have one shot in this period, and it was from center ice. There is less than half a period remaining. And if they lose this game, if they don't score a goal to tie it, their season's done. They watch the trophy that they've held for the last 2 years get handed out on their ice in front of their fans to another team. But they're coming to life, and not a moment too soon. Kucherov can't hold the line. Colorado ices it. This is an ozone drop. Producer Drew, can we throw him up? Like, he hasn't really left this pose. He hasn't really left that pose. He's dying right now. He needs. It's criminal. Criminal. He's not wearing a heart rate monitor.
And you know the guys on the other side.
Anthony Cirelli on the bench. Anxiety. You just feel it. Kucherov drops it for Sergachev. Can't get the shot off, and Lehkonen. That's a great stick to clear it. Worth his weight in gold. I'm not sure what the Avalanche gave up for Lehkonen. I'm not sure they know. Should they care at this point? Because if things stay the way they are, he has the Stanley Cup winning goal. Here's Lehkonen again. Puck goes off his skate. Finds it himself. Knocked to the ice by Hedman. Regular season penalty. It ain't happening now.
Backhands it back inside the Avalanche line. And
regular season penalty.
Goes to the bench.
Made.
So they've only got 2 or 3 shifts left. As it stands now,
Byram finds Eric Johnson. Dude who's been in the league paying his dues for a long time. First overall pick in 2006.
Now you get a little bit anxious. You go back on experience. John Cooper's
this game is not short on first overall picks. Eric Johnson, 2006. Steven Stamkos, 2008. Nathan McKinnon, 2013. Honorable mention to Gabriel Landeskog, number 2 in 2011. There's Nazem Kadri, number 7 in 2009. Putting it on. Where is it? Vasilevsky holds it at the side of the net, and we will get a face-off. Vasilevsky, by the way, 19th, 2012. Tampa's second pick of the first round that year. I know there's a lot of people watching right now, so in case you didn't catch it the first time I've told this little factoid, Vasilevsky was actually Tampa's second first-round pick that year. The first guy Tampa selected in that draft was Slater Cuckoo. 10th overall.
9-7 now as Colorado won that face-off in the offensive zone.
Landeskog battling behind the net. Tampa's going to break it out. Colorado. Whoa! Perry running into, I think that was Kadri. Tampa breaking it in. And if Tampa scores here, I think Drew might explode. Tampa digging. Byram was basically 1-on-3 there. Ruda holds the line, fires it deep. Colorado gets it out, and they don't ice it. Good play. McDonough. He's been in and around it all night tonight. Oh boy, bit of a careless play. Nico Sturm chasing that down. Valuable time, just golden sand pouring through the Tampa Bay Lightning's fingers right now as they get the fourth line out onto the ice. I don't know about that play, though. Turning it right back over to the Lightning. Victor Hedman drops it for Kucherov. He's barely going to leave the ice in this game. And Colorado fighting to just clear the zone there. Byram's been out on the ice for almost 2 minutes. Avs rifle it around. Do they clear the zone? They do, but will it be icing? Yes. Byram will have to stay out there. 1:54 has been his shift. Not too atypical for a defender. Newhook cutting that off with his feet. Oh, man. Kucherov pulls that off. You're going to be on every highlight reel for eternity.
For almost 2 minutes. Kucherov now joined by Stamkos and Palat.
Lightning. Ozone draw. Stamkos wins it cleanly, too cleanly, as the Lightning have to go back and get it. Avs try to get new bodies over the boards, but Tampa attacks Kucherov! Stopped by Kemper. The second shot he's faced in this third period was a real good one. Oh, can we get the producer Drew cam? Can we get the producer Drew cam? Oh, look at Kucherov gets the feed from Palat. Oh, Kemper gave up a goal in that exact spot last game, but he gets that glove down. 6:32 to go. Can Stamkos win this one clean? He does win it, but the Avs collect it. And they clear the zone. Will this be ice? No, waved off. As the Avs with a very important line change there, as they almost let Palat get in behind them. I don't claim to be a hockey expert, but I will say letting Palat get behind you is bad. It's bad. 6 minutes to go.
In the last 3 or 4 games of this series after an uncharacteristic for Hedman start.
If it's still 1 goal in the final minute, we got to have producer Drew up the entire time. No audio because I don't want him to get fired.
The longest tenured Colorado Avalanche player, been here for 11 years.
If they pull the goalie, you'll pull him up, even better. Thank you, producer Nick. Oh, Kemper! Jeez! If you're a goaltender, something.
Sergachev up for Hagel. And offside call.
You know what?
At the Colorado line.
Producer Drew said at second intermission, Colorado cannot take their foot off the gas if they expect to win this game. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like they've taken their foot off the gas a little bit. There's a lot more survive to their game than thrive right now. What am I? Oh, 1 goal? That's all Tampa needs to tie it? I agree, Drew. That's all they need. It's 1. No, you put that finger down. You don't put that evil on me, Drew Livingstone. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Avs are winning 2-0 since you put that jersey on. I think so. You had the McKinnon jersey on. You didn't like it. He's not sure. I'm not sure of anything right now. I do know that if the Lightning don't score in the next 6 minutes, roughly, it's over. If they do score, all bets are off. So, chat, what's it going to be? Do the Avs close it out tonight, or does Tampa write another incredible chapter in their dynastic, it's a word, in their dynastic run? This rules. What's wrong with a best of 13 Stanley Cup? Like, I feel like we should get to vote. Like, no offense, Tampa Dallas could have been best of 3. That would have been fun. It would have been the same result. Tampa still would have won. That could have been best of 3. This one, Tampa, Colorado, I'm sorry, it's got to be best of 13. Darren Helm. His career began by winning the 2008 Stanley Cup. Here he is in 2022, taking big face-offs. Less time on the clock than I thought. Tampa throws it on. Where is it? Kemper has no idea. Nick Paul whacking at it. Manson airmails it. Colorado trying to attack. Partial 3-on-2 for the Lightning as the Avs stop them in the slot. Helm, sneaky exits. Sneaky D. Sneaky. H. Sneaky D like the restaurant. I didn't even mean to do that. Anyway. Avalanche. Clear the zone. 4:41 to go. Shots 9-2 so far this period for Colorado. But all the shots in the first 15.5 minutes of this period are irrelevant. All that matters, oh gosh, what happens for the rest of the game? Cale Makar going in gruesomely to the boards. For the rest of the game, we are going to see some of the most wild hockey we've ever seen. Mikko Rantanen outworks Ryan McDonagh. Avs turn it over, though. Lightning throw it up the ice. Fortunate bounce. Doesn't cooperate for Kucherov. Cantankerous puck. Landeskog. He knows he's got Kadri in front. He's working it around. Kadri joins him in the fray. Nichushkin supports the front of the net. Sergachev battling for it, I think. Avs hold the line. It's on. Where is it? The Lightning have it. Out to Maroon. Going for his 4th straight Stanley Cup. He doesn't want to see that streak end tonight. It began in St. Louis. That team was in last place when 2019 began, and it ended with them as Stanley Cup champions. Darren Helm tries for the one-timer. It doesn't work. Darren Helm again, 35. His career began with a 2008 Stanley Cup win. Is out there with less than 4 minutes to go, hunting down pucks. Tampa turns it over again. Josh Manson, an acquisition of the app. Oh, here come the Lightning. They got the puck in the offensive zone. Puck goes by everybody. Helm gets it to Cogliano. He's going for his first cup. They get it out. Here comes Colorado. Going around the net, taking it for a walk is Logan O'Connor. Throws it behind the net. A friend joins him. To the point. Eric Johnson, first overall pick in 2006, looking for his first Stanley Cup. Cernak, been laboring all series, hammers Lehkonen. Byram, the rookie, puts it on, and now he's got to scamper back. Brandon Hagel, big-time acquisition for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He should be with them for years to come. Skates it in. Victor Hedman, second overall pick in 2009. With it. I'm going to stop with the player details because things are happening too fast. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here. 9 shots separate these two teams, but only 1 goal. Andrei Vasilevsky on the bench, which means producer Drew joins us for the rest of the game, or until Tampa ties it. Tampa, they gain the zone. Colorado can't get it. The Lightning are in behind Makar. Stamkos to Kucherov. Chaos! Block. The Lightning recover it. Kemper keeps it from the side of the net. Colorado off the high glass. Oh, and a perfect picture, perfect clear. No icing, no penalty, no nothing. Eric Johnson rings it around. Is Tampa going to pinch the boards? They do not. And I don't think that'll be, it will be ice. Oh boy, barely gains the line. And this will be an interesting conversation with 1:15 to go. Which Avalanche have to stay on the ice and which ones have to come off the bench. Oh, what a stop from the captain, Gabriel Landeskog. He can barely get off the ice. He can barely get off the ice. I think his skate blade came off. I think his skate blade came off. If you're Jared Bednar, it might be worth it to take the time out just to fix his foot. Oh, Drew saying, screw that. You're only saying that for your heart. You know you're only saying that for your heart. The biggest 75 seconds of every single member of the Colorado Avalanche's career, and I'm going to say Tampa, because I'm going to pretend like they haven't won 2 straight Stanley Cups. Producer Drew in shambles right now. The Lightning 6-on-5 as they try to beat that man, Darcy Kemper, Steven Stamkos versus Nathan McKinnon in the Avalanche zone. The Lightning win it. Hedman picked off. The Lightning shoot. It goes to the line and out. 1:07 to go. Who doesn't love hockey? Kemper out of his net because he's a madman, an actual madman. Devon Toews tries to clear. He's picked off. Battle along the boards. Seconds ticking off the clock. Under a minute to go here. 50 seconds to go. The Avalanche digging. The Lightning digging. The puck moving. So the whistle hasn't gone. The Lightning with it now, and they're setting up. Kucherov with it. Fires it on. Where is it? Kucherov again. Fires it on. Along the board. McKinnon shanks it out. Is this going to go into the empty net? It's not. Is it going to be icing? No! The ref says no. There's, okay. Oh, compose yourself. Under 20 seconds to go. Victor Hedman gains the zone, and the Avalanche clear it. They fire it back, but no one's there. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Colorado Avalanche end the Tampa Bay Lightning streak. There will be no three-peat. Producer Drew going ham. The Colorado Avalanche knock off the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa. Something the hockey world thought impossible. The Avalanche are your 2022 Stanley Cup champions, and Drew gets to pop his bottle. Pop that bottle, sir. Don't poke out your eye.
Stanley Cup champion, Steve!
Drew, what are you feeling? Take us through the emotion. What are you feeling?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I gotta figure out how to open the champagne. I'm so happy.
How old were you the last time they won?
10? Yeah, 10? Oh, let's go. We're right now. Oh my God.
Who do you think is the strongest athlete you can beat in an arm wrestling match at this very moment with the adrenaline you have in your system?
Maroon. Give me Maroon. I'm gonna rip that beard off his face. Champagne bottle. I don't even know.
It's okay. Okay, Drew. Okay, Drew. Who? Okay. How does this work? Landeskog hoists it first. Who does he give it to? You?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I have no idea what you just asked me.
Landeskog is going to get the cup first. Who does he give it to?
Honestly, Eric Johnson. He's been there the longest.
Yeah? Not Nathan McKinnon, eh?
EJ or Nate.
Ask your wife how to open the champagne bottle. You need an adult.
I know, dude. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, but you were too young the last time.
Dude, I blew an air horn off my skin last time.
Oh yeah. So Drew, tell that story again real quick. The last time the Avalanche won a Stanley Cup, you burned yourself relatively severely. How?
The stupid blowhorn thing that you run in the street with, I put it against my wrist, and I didn't know they were filled with acid, or that the condensed air hurts your skin. I don't know.
Oh, Makar's got his hand taped up.
I need help from my wife. I'm asking her. I don't know how to do this. I can't even hold my hands right now properly.
Here, give us a zombie check.
It's okay. It's not that bad.
That's pretty bad.
It's not that bad.
Nathan McKinnon and Drew, who got the Stanley Cup winning goal?
Lehkonen.
Arturi Lehkonen. What a trade. Andre Vasilevsky and his countryman Valeri Nichushkin. Corey Perry loses in the Stanley Cup final for the third straight year, and he looks absolutely crushed.
All right, am I trying to pop this, or should I wait? Wait till they raise the cup. I'm going to wait.
Yeah, wait. Are you gonna Formula One like the basement or what?
100%. My wife's getting like blankets on the floor and stuff. I'm more worried about my television or I cork myself in the eye. Yeah,
that's a tough one. Corey Perry's third straight Stanley Cup final loss with his third different team.
Sucks to suck.
I guess the only consolation for Corey Perry is
Drew.
I'm sorry, you lose 3 straight finals, you get hurt.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because like he seems like a good guy off the ice. He seems like the worst guy on the ice. And like you see these features and you're like, oh, I think I like him. And then the next game starts and he's like hacking and slashing at everyone. And you're like, I think I hate him again. I wish he was on my team, but I think I also hate him. Jared Bednar held on to. This dude was head coach of that ghastly 16-17 team.
Yeah, I mean, worst team in hockey history.
Did you think he was getting fired?
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised. I thought he got a bad rap, though. I mean, you get hired 2 weeks before the season starts. I mean, good luck installing your system.
That's a very good point. How close are you to tears right now?
I honestly think I had tears when we first... Yeah,
you know what? Props to you for even doing this, man.
Man. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh. PG stream.
PG. Yeah. Here. Let me help you. Drew. Nazem Kadri is a Stanley Cup champion.
And you know what's funny? Only today, I put this in the background today for good luck.
What is that?
Nazem Kadri autographed Leaf photo from Doug Leaf fan on Twitter. He sent it to me because I wanted to bet when the Colorado Avalanche beat the Leafs, I think.
Wow. And that's him as a rook.
For good luck.
Nice. And how about that man who I thought was a terrible GM? Turns out he's one of the best. Gio Sakic.
Even if he doesn't win GM of the Year, he just won GM of the Year. That's what the Stanley Cup is, Steve.
Yeah, Jeff Merrick always says they do hand out GM of the Year, and it is the Stanley Cup.
What's John Cooper saying there? Oh, you know, sorry, I reviewed every single goal because I don't know how to play or coach. You gotta figure it out.
I think he knows, you know what? He can't really hear what you say, Drew, because he has both of his Stanley Cup rings plugged in his ears.
In his ear, yeah. Jeremy Roenick, I love it.
Oh, man. The Lightning losing Game 6 on home ice. I never thought I'd see the day, and woo. Yeah, I mean...
2019 Raptors.
Yep, it's exactly what happened, actually. You're right. Up 3-1. They lose Game 5 at home. They take Game 6 in a nail-biter on the road.
He's winning Conn Smythe, right? He has to.
It's emotional.
He has to. It's funny. I sort of got out of the headspace of thinking about who was going to win the Conn Smythe when it looked like Tampa might win this game. Because it's been Makar. We've just been talking about Makar for a while now because it looked like it was almost a foregone conclusion that Colorado was going to win. The only reason it wasn't a foregone conclusion is they were taking on Tampa. For the vast majority of teams, we would have said it was over. But surely it has to be Makar.
Yeah. I mean, best defenseman on the planet, North Trophy winner. I think he led our team in points as defenseman. Absolutely insane.
Barely over legal drinking age.
Yeah, can grow worse face player than I can, which is sad.
Yeah, I think it might be better because he's blonde, though, right?
Fair.
Fair is another term for it. You're right. There's the proud papa, and I think
it's amazing. Like you said, it's amazing how my parents.
I'm not sure. I didn't see Kyle Bukauskas interview her.
What happens if I spray this on the laptop?
I'm just so happy
we'll find out.
A really funny moment happens, and we save it and tweet it everywhere.
Everybody that's been here for so long.
That's what happens.
And then Rogers is like, "Hey, you know you have that laptop back?" I'm like, "What laptop?"
By the way, producer Nick, if you want to go sound up to anything, you let us know. Because we're literally just looking at Kel McCarr's face right now. Producer Drew, like I'm getting hyped just like watching you.
I just don't know what to do. Am I gonna chug it?
Are you gonna chug it?
I'm gonna spray it. I'll try. I don't even know if I like this. Champagne sucks, but I'll do it.
You know what? I think champagne after you win the Stanley Cup, or after your team wins the Stanley Cup,
tastes delicious.
I don't think it can possibly taste bad.
True.
Drew, how quickly are you going to purchase those Stanley Cup champion hats?
I'm surprised my wife's not buying it on her phone right now.
She might be.
It might be possible.
Is she in the room with you? Did you say it loud enough?
Yeah, she can hear me. Hat, hoodie, shirt, socks, underwear. New banner for over here because I got the 2001 one. Needs a new brother beside it.
God.
Look at all these guys. And, I mean,
What's it like to cheer for a team that does stuff?
Such a motivation, inspiration being with these guys.
Okay. Do you? Okay. You know what? Never mind. Wax poetically about Gabriel Landeskog.
One of the best captains in the league. Captain since 19. Puts his body on the line every night. Scores goals when he needs them. The dirty areas where a lot of players don't go. Will fight when you need him to. Blocks a shot and gets off the ice. You see McKinnon carrying Landeskog off the ice. That's gonna be a picture that like just represents the teamwork there. The two guys that have been there, some of the longest guys on the team. But good for him, man. Kitchener Ranger, love that guy.
Joe Sakic hugging Nazem Kadri. I want to die.
I'm so excited to be part of this group. And
keep that up. You have to say you're happy for Nazem, at least, man.
100%. 100%. And like to me, that conversation ended a long time ago. Yeah, it was a piece of crap trade for the Leafs. It was an awesome trade for the Avs, and I'm not shocked in the least that Nazem Kadri is a Stanley Cup champion with the Colorado Avalanche. He was exactly what they needed. And dude, what guts! Like, what guts? The fact that he had thumb surgery less than a month ago, and he's, scoring OT winners, and he's an impact defensive player tonight for the Avalanche. I mean, what a guy! What a Gronk!
He's an absolute beast. Broken thumb, has surgery. 18 days later, he's back, scores the overtime winner. Like, what a story!
In his first game.
And Nathan McKinnon, all last year, all offseason, haven't won shit, can't say anything, just upset, and then he finally gets back this year. What did I tell you? Angry Nathan McKinnon, man. No one played better than him tonight. No one did.
You know what? Maybe he's got a point with this whole chickpea pasta thing. Do we want to hear the awarding of the Conn Smythe?
Yes.
Yes, let's do that. Let's go sound up on the Conn Smythe awarding. Here's Bill Daly.
In only 20 Stanley Cup games, the highest point total by a defenseman in nearly 30 years.
Good thing.
And update me on what he's saying because I can't hear it. Cale Makar!
To the 2022 Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Colorado Avalanche defenseman.
He's got to be one of the youngest Conn Smythe winners ever. Producer Drew. It's Cale Makar takes the Maple Leaf Garden trophy over to his teammates.
Cale Makar, the youngest since Jonathan.
Cale Makar was like one last time the Avs won the Cup. He is 23 years and 239 days old.
So he was one, almost two, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
born October 30th, 1998. Doesn't matter on the math. There are the keepers of the cup.
I can't even tie a knot right now.
With their Super Mario gloves. This has got to be the coolest moment ever.
Not gonna lie to you, I didn't expect to be wearing a Nordiques jersey for this.
Me neither.
But the chat called for it, and then I was wearing the McKinnon one for the first goal against, and I was like, gotta swap it again. I was like, you know what? Get a throwback jersey. You'll get the Nordiques one. So
this is your third jersey of the night,
yeah.
I believe.
For their terrific seasons and for giving us a spectacular Stanley Cup final.
What's your guess? I'm guessing Landeskog gives it to Erik Johnson.
This was their third Stanley Cup final appearance in 3 years. A feat that is unmatched in the NHL in nearly
I'm going to say,
40
I don't know.
years.
Yeah, Erik Johnson. I keep trying to trick myself into like Cogliano, but like Cogliano's not Ray Bourque. You know what I mean?
Congratulations to owner Jeff Vinnick.
By the way, I'm getting roasted right now.
Why?
For my June 28th, 2017 tweet, Joe Sakic really ought to be fired. Look at this nonsense.
Yeah,
and
nice
I just... Yeah, but like,
It's been 21
That was
long
5 years ago,
since
man.
they hoisted the Stanley
Like,
Cup. But with a tremendous regular season
I don't
and
know.
a dominant playoff performance,
I've admitted that
they
it was
climbed
wrong.
the mountain and are on top of the mountain again. Congratulations,
You know what?
first and foremost, to the Avalanche players.
Avs win the Stanley Cup,
Commitment, their sacrifice,
and a significant chunk of their fan base is thinking about a Leafs fan.
the most sought-after trophy in all of professional team sports. Congratulations
Oh, I spelled champions
also
wrong on Twitter.
to
Whoops.
owner Stan and Josh Kroenke, general manager Joe Sakic,
Oh yeah, now it's the off-season, Drew. We can work on some trade tree videos.
head coach Jared
Yeah,
Bednar,
want to work on the Cadre one?
coaching staff.
We can.
On
We
behalf of
can.
the National Hockey League and Commissioner Gary Bettman,
I mean, I look at it as
Let's
the
ask
Cali
Steve.
Rosen
Steve,
trade.
do I want a trucker-style hat or a regular hat? The wife's asking.
Captain Gabriel Landeskog to come over
Ooh, trucker.
Yeah.
and hoist the Stanley Cup.
Let's go, Gabe.
Gabriel
All right,
Landeskog.
I gotta get this ready. Hopefully I don't break my eye.
I'm moving.
Woo! Let's go, Steve.
Let's go! Open it! Open it! Do it!
Oh,
God! I don't know about that decision. You just
I'll take one lift. Your ride.
Landeskog hoists the
Oh,
Stanley
nice.
Cup, and he gives it.
And
You were
Eric
right,
Johnson,
Eric
the old
Johnson.
roommates. Landeskog's first
Woo!
roommate hands it off.
Oh, I'm covered in champagne.
How are your eyes open right now?
Of the
Oh,
Colorado
Steve,
Avalanche.
the saltiness of tears and
The ups and
champagne.
downs and the trials
What
and
winning tastes like.
tribulations. You think maybe it'll never happen. A magical year,
Oh,
a
wow.
magical moment that you'll remember forever. And
Good for EJ. Now it's going Nate, right?
The Avs win all 4 series on the road. Nah, Cogliano.
Oh, you think Kadri can hold the cup?
That's actually a very good question. You know what? I think he toughs it out. I think he finds a way.
That's true.
Andrew Cogliano, 25th overall pick of 2005, 1,140 NHL games. This is 117th Stanley Cup playoff game, and it goes tonight. The great Nathan McKinnon.
Best player ever from Cole Harbour right there.
Certainly the most recent Stanley Cup champions. Oh, Drew, that tweet has some bad words.
Which one?
it's a good
I know, I
point.
spelled champions wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem with it. You're right. Hey, you know who's the Stanley Cup champion? That guy. Jack?
What a bum. But, oh, man. Stanley Cup champ, baby, Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson. What did you think when they signed him?
And this moment,
Good for him, he gets some money in his bank account. But after that, I was like, oh, well, he's not very good at hockey, but he's a good 8th defender.
I can't believe he was a top 6 regular in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and he was good. And there's Nazem Kadri with it.
Attaboy, Naz.
Can he lift it? Yes, he can. You know what? I got a lot of love for anyone who got out of the Ron Wilson, Randy Carlyle, Peter Horacek, Mike Babcock era Toronto Maple Leafs. There were some lean years in there, and now he's a Stanley Cup champion. I think that thumb feels just fine at this very moment.
Hey, put some respect on Darcy Kemper's name, eh?
Absolutely.
And Burakovsky. I feel bad for him. He wanted to play so bad. Good thing he got the OT winner in Game 1, so he still contributed to the Cup final.
Absolutely. Burakovsky goes for a quick little lap.
There we go, Kemper.
Darcy Kemper.
And how many shots did Tampa finish with in the third, Steve? 3?
Let me look that up. Man, Colorado blocked a ton. They blocked a ton. Tampa, I don't know, 3 or 4.
Would you say Kemper had the easiest path to a goal in Stanley Cup history?
Very good question. Mikko Rantanen, another big part. NHL.com officially has the third period shots as 9-4, for Colorado. So Tampa only 4 shots against. Darren Helm gets his cup. Here, we're going to go to McKinnon.
A guy like Cogliano hoists the trophy. Just means the world to all of us.
That's what it was all about for the whole playoffs. Just about the guys in the room, and how much we care about each other, and it's just surreal. It hasn't really sunk in yet. So.
Nate, I know you put so much pressure on yourself to be great every night. What does
2
it
second
feel
round
like
picks.
now to be able to finally
If he says anything really good, let us know because I can't hear it.
You gotta get his drink time.
This is what we work for. I can't wait to hug my dad.
Can you man the stream while I go?
People you love.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay.
it's all
Cool.
about.
Thanks.
So it's not really about me. It's about sharing it with my teammates and my
Let me know when
family.
we're back, Nick.
So it means everything.
You mentioned the people you love. You've been a guest at a couple of Stanley Cup parties back home in Cole Harbor. What's it going to be like to host one?
Well, he better be coming. I've been the drunkest guy at 2 of
This
his, so he
playing
better be
40
drunk at
probably.
mine.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I have my name engraved on the cup with 87, my idol, and along with all the best players that ever play this game. So we all do it. Get it engraved with these 26 Warriors. It's just a dream come true.
Hey, congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
David and Elliot.
Yeah, we're here with Nazem Kadri. Kadri, listen, this is something you've dreamed of since you were a little guy. What's it like now? You hoist the cup, you're a champion.
It still feels like a dream. Really, it feels even better than I thought it would. So it's an incredible moment. The fashion we did it, the adversity we faced, it's picture perfect.
Did you say we're back, Nick?
Your journey, the last couple of weeks, you get
I couldn't hear you.
I said, can you put your headphones in now?
Oh, yeah.
The game-winning goal the other night. Just take us
Good question.
the emotion of the last
Oh, I got it.
Oh, it's such a roller coaster ride in terms of emotions. Obviously I break my hand. I think I'm done. I came back. I couldn't even tie my own skates. Couldn't even tie my own skates. So
I couldn't find a red Solo cup, so I'm putting it in my coffee mug.
Every game. I don't care. Whatever it took. I was going to be out here one way or another.
Naz, you have a lot of fans.
That's the good stuff.
down in Southern Ontario, London,
I might have poured it like an idiot.
No, it's okay. It releases the foam. It's better for you.
I love you guys. I love you guys. That's all there is to be said. I mean, I've had supporters in my corner from day one, never wavered. And, for everyone that thought I was a liability in the playoffs, you can kiss my ass.
Congratulations.
I mean, it's possible that you were and are no longer.
He's not wrong.
Oh, so he wasn't suspended 3 times? How did you feel when he got suspended last year?
I felt worse because they lost 4 straight against Vegas. Steve, who cares? Stanley Cup champions. Why are you talking about last year? Who cares about the past?
Because he said kiss my bottom.
Suspensions. Who cares?
He said kiss my bum.
Yeah. He meant kiss his thumb. Like his broken?
About teammates, here's a pretty good teammate down
Yeah.
with
Do I have
Kyle,
foam on the
Andrew
nose?
Cogliano.
Yes, Craig, thank you very much. Andrew, each person
Yeah.
we have interviewed here
I need
so
a
far
cup.
said one of the people they are most happy for is
There's
you
one.
to get this
Obey
moment
Kubel's
in the
got
Stanley
one.
Cup. But what's going through your mind?
Yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's tough. to
Are we?
process,
How
really.
many?
Ryan Murray.
The last 2
Healthy
minutes, I
scratch.
just had my head straight forward, and
I was shocked he
coming
wasn't
out
in
the
instead of
second,
Jack
but
Johnson. I'm going to be honest.
You know what? I can't really describe it right now. I think it's.
I'm going to be
surreal
totally
to me
honest with you,
this
Drew.
team.
I didn't know
It's
he
a
was
great
on the
bunch
Avs.
of guys. It was a team that really came together all playoffs and had a mission right from the beginning.
Didn't they give up kind of a lot to get him?
Just obviously.
I don't even remember, man. Curtis McDermott, though, I was shocked he didn't play either. He's a warrior. I love that guy. Yep. Wife got me a better beverage on Pink Cup.
Hard team to make. How about the rookie treatment for Bo and Byram?
I was able to come to a place to have a chance
Yeah.
to do this.
What an awesome player.
He got the cup after like a bunch of dudes who didn't even play.
Well, I mean, what about Newhook? Has he gotten it yet?
Newhook, too. That's him.
Can't really describe it as of right now.
Yeah, the Rooks get it last. Come on. They have another 15 years in the league.
Jared, I think of that first year.
Steve, how much merch would you buy if the Leafs won a cup?
$1 million?
Over, under $1,000.
Oh, over. I would voluntarily put myself in a financial peril.
My wife just said you don't want to see the price of our cart right now. And I said, gave her a thumbs up.
Do your thing. Do your thing, man. And listen, like, is this the beginning of a dynasty?
It's possible.
Or is it never going to happen again?
I love that guy right there, Jared Bednar. Love him. What a coach. Didn't complain once about the officiating.
Didn't result in use any of those tactics post game in the pressers. He just said we gotta play better. We will play better. Won in their building. Someone clipped a clip from me last week when I said let's win it in their building. Rub salt in the wound. People calling me out saying I jinxed it. Jinx, schminks.
I mean, it's just been amazing.
Let you go celebrate. Yeah.
Time for the coach to lift.
Oh, Bednar raising the cup.
In his first interview with Joe Sakic,
Look at Friedge's
Joe
suit.
told him this was the kind of team he was looking for in style. And after a 48-point rookie season as a head coach, they're now lifting the cup.
No, not yet.
6 years later.
He will right now. Sorry, that was Nick asking me if Gio has lifted it yet.
Here, Drew. How's this for a tweet? Can't help but notice that a lot of people, moments after their team won their first cup in 2 decades, turn their first thoughts to a Leafs fan.
Who?
Oh, my mentions are brutal because of that sack tweet.
Hey, I mean, there he is. Burnaby Joe. Woo!
Well, Drew, watch the Stanley Cup playoffs with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Drew, I'm going to wait for you to say it. Go ahead.
The Colorado Avalanche are the 2022 Stanley Cup bleeping champions, Steve.
Yeah. That's all fine. But you're not even going to thank me?
Oh, thanks, Steve.
You know I did this.
It's true. That is true. I texted you after you made your predictions video. I said, thank you so much for finally not picking Colorado in the finals or to win. And every series I said, thank you for not picking us against Tampa at the beginning of the series. I said, thank you very much.
Because the first 2 years of Tampa's dynasty, I'm pretty sure I picked the Avalanche.
Yep, you did.
And the Avalanche lost in the second round both times. Tampa won the Stanley Cup both times. I finally go against the Avs. Dude, I had a Leafs-Flames final. Ew!
Sick picks.
Yeah, not great. Not great, but you're
use
welcome.
That power for bad next season, though. I do not want to see Colorado picked again to repeat. I don't want any of that.
Maybe.
Nope.
Maybe. Do you want to do the thing? Or should I do the thing?
I don't even know what thing you're talking about, so you go for it.
The sign-off. Oh, no, okay. So producer Nick is saying that I got to tell you to get lost, and then I'll say bye to everyone.
You mean get one?
Hey! Great note to end on. Producer Drew is a Stanley Cup champion.
Cheers, everybody.
He's going to get his name on the cup. Cheers. Cheers, buddy. Absolutely.
Champs.
Drew Livingstone, everybody. Producer Drew. Listen. Unreal season from everybody. It was a tough one to get through, wasn't it? Like the last two. Everything opened up. Everything shut down. Everything opened up again. We almost didn't get through this thing. And I got to say, I criticize the NHL for a lot of things, and they earn it. They earn it. They decided they were going to plow through this season come hell or high water. They figured it out. They got in there. They got it done. They got it done by June 26th. Not bad. They beat, they wanted to get this done by July 1st. They got it done. Now we get ready for the draft in less than 2 weeks, I believe, in Montreal, where Montreal holds the first overall pick. Free agency, I believe, begins July 13th. Which means hockey fans can actually celebrate Canada Day. I spend every Canada Day watching TV and on my phone. And the chat is giving it up for the crew. and I'm glad to see it. Producer Steph, producer Drew, especially for coming on and just being radiating with adrenaline. Producer Tom, producer Rob, producer Luis, producer Nick. Everyone that's believed in this idea of doing a stream for every Saturday night Leafs game is what we did during the regular season. Then we did the Leafs Lightning series in round 1. We did the Battle of Alberta in round 2. We did Edmonton, Colorado in round 3. And we topped it off with one of the best Stanley Cup finals we've seen in years between the Colorado Avalanche and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks, everyone, for being respectful. If we kept you company during a late shift, a study session, maybe an early shift, maybe you're watching this from somewhere else in the world because you stole it. I won't tell anyone. I'm not going to tell anybody. Thank you very much for watching. To borrow the words of a famous musician, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. That is it for this one, this season. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that the Colorado Avalanche are your 2022 Stanley Cup champions. Arturi Lehkonen with the Stanley Cup winner. And I tell you what, I'm going to take back what I said in 2017. I don't think Joe Sakic's getting fired.